mama, I'm sure to handle now, yes I am. That church speak loud in the world, and I'm a man with the greatest spirit. Got to knock on me, but I can love you better than him. Take my hand, don't be afraid, I'm gonna prove every word I say. Advertise the love more praise, so you can persevere with me. Oh, run on, not by the desert. Tips in love, pretty little thing, let me light your chemicals. So mama, I'm sure to handle now, yes I am. Hey, hard to handle that. Said, baby, here I am, a man all the same. Give you what you want, but you got to bring it home to me. There's a good little love, and then I got a little more in store. When I get the baby throwing it on, know you'll be around for more. Boys run on, not by the present. Touch and love, pretty little thing, let me light your chemicals. And mama, I'm sure I'll handle now, yes I am. Yeah, how to handle that? Yeah. Chemicals of mama, I'm sure I'll handle now, yes I am. Yeah, hard to handle that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on, hard down, Menlo. Oh yeah.
You're out of my life, I'm so much better. Thought that I'd be weak without you, but I'm stronger. Thought that I'd be broke without you, but I'm richer. Thought that I'd be sad without you, I laugh harder. Thought I wouldn't grow without you, now I'm wiser. I'd be helpless without you, but I'm smarter. Thought that I'd be stressed without you, but I'm chilling. Thought I wouldn't sell without you, sold my million. I'm a survivor, I'm not gonna give up, I'm not gonna stop, I'm gonna work harder. Survivor, I'm gonna make it, I will survive, keep on surviving, I'm a survivor, I'm a survivor, I'm a survivor, I'm gonna make it, I will survive, keep on surviving. Thought I couldn't breathe without you, I'm in heaven. Thought I couldn't see without you, perfect vision. Thought I couldn't last without you, but I'm lasting. Thought that I would die without you, but I'm living. Thought that I would fail without you, but I'm on time. Should be over now, but it won't stop. Thought that I would self-destruct, but I'm still here. Even in my years to come, I'm gonna be here. I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up, I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work harder. I'm a survivor. I'm gonna make it. I will survive. Keep on surviving. I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor, I'm gonna make it, I will survive, keep on surviving. Wishing you the best, pray that you are blessed. Much success, no stress, and lots of happiness. Not gonna blast you on the radio. Not gonna lie to your family, no. Not gonna hate you in the magazine. Not gonna compromise. Not gonna diss you on the internet. My mama taught me better than that. a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work harder. I'm a survivor. I'm gonna make it. I will survive. Keep on surviving. I'm a survivor. After all of the darkness and sadness, sun comes happiness. If I'm surrounded by positive things, I can't rise from it. I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. I'm gonna make it. I will survive. I'm a survivor. Some things never seem to change, and every day I stay the same. Moonlight swelling through the trees, it never seems to wane. Sometimes I feel like I'm a silhouette, like my imitation leads me towards regret. Sometimes I wish that we had never met. I'm faking every step, stealing all the breath out of my lungs. Got me in the dark, speaking in tongues. Tell me, when did this stop being fun? We're undone and uncomfortably numb. You're stealing all the breath out of my lungs. Got me in the dark, speaking in tongues. Tell me, when did this stop being fun? We're undone and uncomfortably numb. Disconnected, out of mind. I'm unaffected by the times. Misdirect me on a dime. Break me with something slight. Born in a compromise, raised on white lies. They say the road to hell is paved with gold. At 25 I feel content with caution. Dodging my halo. Dodging my halo. Dodging my halo. You're stealing all the breath out of my lungs. Got me in the dark, speaking in tongues. Tell me, when did this stop being fun? We're undone and uncomfortably numb. You're stealing all the breath out of my lungs. Got me in the dark, speaking in tongues. Tell me, when did this stop being fun? We're undone and uncomfortably numb. Uncomfortably numb. We're undone and uncomfortably numb. The seasons change, we stay the same, so we're blue in the face. I need the pain to soothe my brain. You're stealing all the breath out of my lungs. Got me in the dark, speaking in tongues. Tell me, when did this stop being fun? We're undone and uncomfortably numb. You're stealing all the breath out of my lungs. Got me in the dark, speaking in tongues. Tell me, when did this stop being fun? We're undone and uncomfortably numb. Uncomfortably numb. We stay the same. The seasons change, we stay the same. We're undone and uncomfortably numb.
I know she said it's alright, but you gon' make it up next time. I know she knows it's not right. There ain't no use in lying. Maybe she thinks I know something. Maybe she thinks it's fine. Or maybe she knows something I don't. I'm so tired. I'm so tired of trying. It seems to me that maybe it pretty much always means no. So don't tell me you might just let it go. And oftentimes we're lazy. It seems to stand in my way. 'Cause no one, not no one likes to be let down. I know she loves the sunrise, no longer sees it with her sleeping eyes. And I know that when she said she's gonna try, well, it might not work because of other ties. And I know she usually has some other ties. And I wouldn't wanna break them, I wouldn't wanna break them. Maybe she'll help me to untie this, but until then, well, I'm gonna have to lie to her. It seems to me that maybe it pretty much always means no. So don't tell me, you might just let it go. And oftentimes we're lazy. It seems to stand in my way. 'Cause no one, not no one likes to be let down. It seems to me that maybe it pretty much always means no. So don't tell me, you might just let it go. Harder that you try, baby, the further you'll fall. Even with all the money in the whole wide world. Please, please, please don't pass me. Please, please, please don't pass me. Please, please, please don't pass me by. Everything you know about me now, baby, you're gonna have to change. You're gonna call it by a brand new name. Ooh. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me down. Just like a tree down by the water, baby, I shall not move. Even after all the silly things you do. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me down.
All I know is something like a bird within her saying. All I know, she sang a little while and then flew on. Tell me all that you know, I'll show you. Snow and rain. When you hear that same sweet song again, will you know why? Anyone who sings a tune so sweet is passing by. something like a bird within her sang. All I know, she sang a little while and then flew on. Tell me all that you know, I'll show you snow and rain.
Thanks for coming, y'all.
Say that my behavior's unacceptable, so condescending and necessarily critical. I have a tendency of getting very physical, so watch your step, cause if I do, you'll need a miracle. You train me, try, make me wonder why I'm even here. The double vision I was seeing is finally clear. You want to stay, but you know very well I want you gone, and not fit to fucking tread the ground that I'm walking on. When it gets cold outside and you've got nobody to love, you'll understand what I mean when I say there's nowhere we're gonna give up. Like a little girl cries in the face of a monster that lives in her dreams. Yeah. Is there anyone out there? Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe. And is there anyone out there? Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe. What you were doing was screwing things up inside my head. You should know better, you never listen to what I said. Touching your pillow and writhing in the naked sweat, hoping somebody someday will do you like I did. When it gets cold outside and you've got nobody to love, you'll understand what I mean when I say there's nowhere we're gonna give up. Like a little girl cries in the face of a monster that lives in a dream. Is there anyone out there? Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe. And is there anyone out there? Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe. Does it kill? Does it burn? Is it painful to learn that it's me who has all the control? Does it thrill? Does it sting when you feel what I bring and you wish that you had me to hold? When it gets cold outside.
time for Lincoln Potters baseball.
You've got to pump it up, but don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up, but don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up, but don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up, but don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up, but don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up, but don't you know, pump
Today's
it up.
broadcast is brought to you by Stones Radio Network. Now let's potter up to the booth.
Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to lovely Lincoln, California. We're at McBean Stadium for another great evening of Lincoln Potters baseball. The Potters have started the summer off hot with a record of 8-1 after 5 Lincoln pitchers combined to throw a one-hitter in a 9-1 win Tuesday night against the West Coast Kings. Tonight, they continue non-league play by welcoming back the Menlo legacy for the first of a 2-game miniseries. I'm your play-by-play voice, Mark the Phantom Lowe, along with Riley the Engineer. And let's get started tonight with a look at the Menlo lineup that will face pitcher and Potters starter, Mr. Anthony Martinez. Dom Nahar's leading it off. He has been hot in 2 games against the Potters. Nick Thompson in the cleanup spot, 3 for 7 in those 2 games. Cooper Winton moving from the leadoff spot down to number 7. And Stuart Cash getting the start, batting 9th and playing at shortstop for the legacy. Ben Eisenhower is the pitcher for Menlo. The legacy come in after having lost 2 earlier games this season to the Potters. And they will take this one and then tomorrow. So a 4-game series between these 2 teams in the non-league build-up to the Potters league action, which will start on June the 18th against Humboldt. Dom Nahar, Daniel Daniels, and Will Florio will be the first 3 hitters. Now, Anthony Martinez has made 2 appearances this season, 1-0 with this ERA of, 0, 6 innings pitched, no earned runs, and he has struck out 8. 2 3-inning stints from the Sierra College right-hander, and kind of appropriately since it's Sierra College night out here. We just had 2 Sierra College representatives sing a tremendous rendition of our national anthem, so that was a great way to get us started. They're down in the kiln. It's always a great night when Sierra College is out here because they send their best and the brightest, and also their administration. And they are liable to embarrass themselves later in the spinning bat race. Stay tuned for that. Last year, it was the best ever. They had 3 of the 4 participants end up on the infield. And you know how I love that, Riley the Engineer. That is just fantastic. Ball goes down to second base from the newcomer, Sean White. And we are ready to go here in the top of the first inning from lovely Lincoln, California. Got a little breezy, but it's a nice night for baseball. Crowd kind of shuffling in here. We got a Thirsty Thursday coming up here. Armors Brewing Company giving it to us for $5 for a 16-ouncer. Dom Nahar will start us off, 2 for 7 with 2 runs scored in the 2 games, and he takes one right down the middle, and we're underway at 6:44. Would have been earlier, but one of the guys who threw out the first pitch did a horrible job, and it kind of threw everything behind schedule. That one is outside for a ball. One actually 2 things that happened before the game could have a negative effect on this game or on my appreciation for it. 1-1 to Nahar. Tom out of Cal State East Bay. Pops that one up, and it is out of play. First of all, the first pitch was thrown out by me and a Sierra College representative. She went after me. She was better than me. My pitch was not good, although it was clocked, according to Carson, the number 1 ranked intern, at 97 miles an hour. I think that might have been a little too high. Outside with a breaking ball, 2-2. I don't believe there was a 9 or a 7, maybe a 27, perhaps. I don't know. I know the feeling that when you're throwing and your arm explodes. I know exactly the feeling now. 2-2 pitch, swung the high fastball, and he got him on strikes. Martinez, who struck out 8 in his 6 innings of work so far, make that 9 and 6 1/3. And let's take a look at the Potters' defensive alignment. Behind Anthony, Will Lindbergh out in left field, Cole Eaton at center, Jacob Doyle in right. Hudson Brown back in the lineup at first base, J.R. Freethy, T.J. Oster, and Luke Manzi. And then the newcomer is Sean White behind the plate, and Anthony Martinez is on the mound. Here's Daniel Daniels, 1 for 9 in 2 games against the Lincoln Potters. He fouls that one off. He is out in right field. Martinez early on hitting 88, which was close to what I was hit when on my first pitch, I think. It was outside, okay? That's all I can say. It was not a good pitch. Look out for that one. That hits him in the back. That was about the equal of mine. And Daniels will go down to first base, hit by a pitch, and will bring up Will Florio, who has not played against the Potters yet this season. Will is out of Mountain View, California, and Stonehill College, which is back in Easton, Massachusetts. So he will step up here with a runner on first and 1 out. The other thing that happened was I thought Some of the Potters came out of the first base dugout, went out to shallow center field. Some of the Legacy came out of the third base dugout, went out. I thought it was going to be like Thriller or something like that, or for older fans, West Side Story. That's a fastball in there to Florio. But no, the two sides congregated, intermingled, and played hacky sack. And I was flummoxed by that. Stones McCoy said, oh, yeah, we used to do that all the time. Riley and I went, what? But that's what they did. And they throw over to first base, and he almost got him. He had him leaning the wrong way, but the throw was a little bit to the left of Hudson down at first. And by the time Hudson could slap the tag on him, Daniels was back in safely. So they were playing hacky sack before the game, after warm-ups and all that stuff, of course. Fastball in there again for a strike. 0-2. So, a mixed bag before the game is what I'm saying. I moved from the front of the mound last year to the top of the mound to the rubber this year, and it didn't go well for me. And I knew it in warm-ups when I was warming up to Stones McCoy. He was behind the whole thing, of course, making me do it. We warmed up about 30 or 40 feet away. Everything was great. He moved back 15 feet. Forget about it. Throw over to first base again, and back again is Daniels. Florio followed by Nick Thompson, the cleanup hitter, batting the third baseman. He was 3 for 7 against the Potters. There goes the runner. The pitch is swung and missed. The throw to second base is just a little bit too late, and in there is Daniels. Good jump by Daniels. Second strikeout of the inning for Anthony Martinez, and that will bring up Nick Thompson, who was 3 for 7. Two previous meetings, the Potters won 14-3 on the 31st. And then on the 28th, they won 14-8 in a game where Menlo made 7 errors. So that was a tough one. So 14-8 and 14-3 Potter victories. Thompson pops out of play. Nick is out of San Francisco State University, the Gators, 3 for 7 with a run batted in so far in those two games we just ran down. Combined score 28-11. That one's fouled off again, an inside fastball, inside outed by Nick Thompson, batting from the left side. I believe he's a switch hitter, hitting from the left side against Martinez. Martinez was the winning pitcher in the game, 14-3. That's high for a ball. That was back on the 31st. 14-8 game, Jake Morrell, the left-hander who came out of the bullpen, as the Potters had to come from behind in that game, I believe, to grab the 14-8 victory. 1-2 now on Thompson. He's followed by Tyler Wong. Breaking ball, catches the outside corner, call, strike 3. Good inning from Martinez, strikes out 3. We go to the bottom of the first, Legacy nothing. Potters coming to bat.
Situated on the corner of Lincoln Boulevard and 5th Street, this iconic building has been the home to several hotels over the decades, the most famous and longest running of which was the Lincoln Inn. Having undergone several renovations and architectural changes, this building is the current home of Old Town Pizza, which boasts not 1 but 2 floors for your dining enjoyment, including open-air seating on the roof. Stop in for a slice today. Or stop by the Lincoln Museum to see the 300-pound cash register that used to adorn the front desk of the Lincoln Inn. For more great history, visit the Lincoln Area Archives Museum and, by appointment only, take their free walking tour of historic downtown Lincoln.
Bottom of the first inning. Good inning for Anthony Martinez. Struck out 3. Did hit a batter. Okay, there was that, but he did get 3 strikeouts and retire the Legacy. Left-hander on the mound, Ben Eisenhower, for the Menlo Legacy. He pitched once against the Potters. Went just an inning and a 2/3. Gave up 2 hits and a run. That was back on the 28th. So the left-hander out of Bluffton College will take on a Potters lineup that, let's take a look at that. Riley, the engineer. What Potters lineup do we have? J.R. Freethy batting in the number 1 spot. Hudson Brown back in the lineup, hitting 3rd. J.T. Walding goes down to 5th. Jacob Doyle with 3 home runs In the cleanup, Will Lindbergh had 1 at bat and 1 hit so far in his Potter career. And Sean White batting 9th and making his debut. Sean White from, and this is true, it says here, Niceville, Florida. So that, okay, either that's incredibly, like, most pleasant place, or that's just the worst. Because that would be the best to have Niceville, Florida. But anyway, he's from Niceville, Florida, and Sean is batting 9th. So here we go, J.R. Freethy, Cole Eaton, and Hudson Brown against Eisenhower. On the mound for the Potters, of course, Anthony Martinez. JR, 2 for 6 so far as a Potter. He has many, many walks. He has scored 5 runs. Takes that one inside off the glove of Blake Cowens, who is behind the plate for the Legacy. And the umpire says, I will get the ball myself, until he shames the Menlo guys, and they send out number 9, giving him full credit, of course, to pick that ball up. Preethy take that one down the middle, so it's 1-1 on JR from Nevada Reno. Cole Eaton and Hudson Brown to follow for the Potters, 8-1 on the season. 2-game series with these Legacy. Then Saturday, that is outside. Saturday it'll be a 6:05 first pitch. I believe that is a fireworks night. And that will be the West Coast Kings Gold Squad coming in. And then on Sunday it's the Seals dropping by for a 1:05 afternoon start. Next week, Tuesday and Wednesday, the Fresno A's come to town. That's chopped foul down the third base line by the dugout, so it's 2-2 on J.R. Freethy. Sierra College night, so the VIP kiln area is full of Sierra College alum and administrators and maybe current students, I don't know. Hit high up in the air to short left field. Nahar is out there underneath it. Looked like he put his arms out like he couldn't see it, and he managed to locate it. So Don makes the catch for the first out, and that will bring up Cole Eaton, the center fielder. Cole out of Elkhorn, Nebraska, and the University of Tennessee, hitting .360 for the Potters with 6 runs batted in. That is in there for a strike. Let's take a look at that defensive alignment if we can, Riley the engineer. It's Nahar, Winton, and Daniels in the outfield. Nick Thompson at third. Stuart Cash at short. Ryan Farr is at second tonight. Will Florio at first. Blake Cowens behind the plate. And Ben Eisenhower on the mound. Throwing to Cole Eaton. 1 ball, 1 strike. Niceville is a city near Eglin Air Force Base on Boggy Bayou. There you go. That opens onto Choctawhatchee Bay. That is, of course, from my geography guy here at Stones Radio Networks, the great Chris Toy. Population, 15,722. Well, 721 now because Sean came here. Up from 12,000 10 years earlier. Wow. It's booming. It's in Okaloosa County, as you know, Riley. That's popped up right side. Might be playable for Florio. Will goes over and looks at it, but it's over by the Sierra College contingent, and also by the Brick and Barrel Backyard Beer Garden, which is got the $5 for Thirsty Thursdays here. So there's a lot going on down there. Well, there's Piper making an appearance. I didn't hear Piper get introduced. He just kind of snuck in the side gate, waving at some of his fans, of which there are many. I chopped out to right field. Daniels moving over, still moving over, reaches down. Did he make the backhanded catch? I think he did. What a fine play by Daniel Daniels out there, coming from right field into short right center, making a backhand catch for the second out. So 2 down here in the first, and Hudson Brown will be the hitter. Hudson at first base injured himself about a week ago running the bases, and we haven't seen him in a while. And I always like to see him because then I get to say he's from Olive Branch, Mississippi. And so with Niceville, Florida, and Olive Branch, Mississippi, it's a pretty good day. He takes outside for a ball. Jacob Doyle to follow. Excellent catch out there by Daniels in right field, helping out Eisenhower. Sails that one inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Chopped down to first base, but foul. That's Malone over there at first. Mike Levine coaching at third for Tyler Robertson. Skipper has his team out to an 8-1 record. Only loss was on the Sunday of the first weekend of the Novato Knicks. Brown takes outside again, so that's ahead of the count, 3-1. "6'5", 220 pounds according to my Potter's roster, current as of June 4th. That's pretty close, right? It's June 6th. That's in there for a strike. We go full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Breathing flat out to left, Eaton to right, and now we're a full count on Hudson Brown. That's it sharply to the right of second, picked up out there by Ryan Farr. He goes to first and gets him by a couple of steps. So a good inning for Eisenhower. We go to the top of the second. Potters nothing, Legacy nothing.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Here in Michigan, we do more than just survive the winter. We thrive during it. You simply can't keep us away from what we love most: great times and amazing beer. The snow transforms the landscape and lays the path for adventures yet to be had. Trails ready to be explored, and freshly groomed hills ready for the first run of the day. And later, as the sun descends, it's time to unwind with great conversation and even better friends. Experience a taste of Michigan winter with Founders Brewing Company, born and brewed in Michigan.
Top of the second inning from McBean Stadium in lovely Lincoln, California. Mark the Phantom Low, Riley the engineer, Willie Preston to my right on the PA, Carson and Jason over there. Oh, Lauren's here too. Oh, she's been here a lot more lately because she heard about the rankings. She's been trying to move up. She's been solid 2 or 3 in the intern ranking since the beginning of the rankings, so she has nothing to worry about. Her versatility, Riley, is the key to her. She does it all. On field, behind the scenes, greeting fans, whatever you need, she can do it. Some of these guys, I don't let them out with the public, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Anyway, Anthony Martinez back on the mound. Tyler Wong, Ryan Farr, and Cooper Winton will be the first 3 hitters from the Legacy. Carson's still atop those rankings, but again, Carson's big move was emptying the garbage that nobody else would empty, and that was a week ago. So he needs to come out. What have you done for me lately, my man Carson? That's fouled off. 0-1. Tyler Wong 1 for 2 in the 2 games against the Potters. Started the first one, went 1 for 1, then he was replaced. Came on as a pinch hitter in game number 2. Check swing, did he go? I think he did. Yes, he did. The umpire agrees with me. Or he was listening, probably. Because you can probably do that, right, Riley, the engineer? You can take, like, your phone out there or something, plug it in, listen in your earpiece, and all of a sudden, yeah. Hey, what did he say? Did he see swung? Okay, good. 0-2. Breaking balls fought off by Tyler Wong. He stays alive. Still 0-2, though. There's Nia. She's number 5. She was out there taking pictures when I threw out the first pitch. She was very nice. Remember that rally. She may move up. Swung on and fouled again. Very nice. Good crop of interns this year. Good crop last year. Think of my guy Dylan, because the University of Tennessee is, I think they're number 1 in the country. Swung on and missed. No, he fouled it at the plate, and it gets away from John White. University of Tennessee, number 1, our guy, Nolan McCarthy, and the Kentucky Wildcats were the number 2 ranked team. They're in the Super Regional. So rooting for Nolan, one of the great Potters, legend out of Kalamazoo, Michigan. Look out, that sails right and hits him in the back. So had him 0-2. Fastball got away. Second hit batter for Anthony Martinez as Wong goes down to first base. And that had to sting a little bit because Anthony's up near 90 miles an hour. And that one was sailing in. So here is Ryan Farr out of Cal Lutheran playing at second base for the Legacy. 1 for 6 in the 2 games against the Potters so far this season. right-handed hitter against the right-hander Martinez, and Wong with a decent lead over there at first base. And the first pitch is outside for a ball. That was about the same pitch I threw right there, that outside one right there. Just about the same. Velocity, comparable. Location, yeah. I probably think so, yeah. And hopefully we've scrubbed it off the film so no one can go back and look at it. There goes the runner, swung and a miss. The throw by White is in time. It looks like he got him at second. Colin White got rid of it. A nice tag coming over from the second baseman, J.R. Freethy, and I don't think that Wong agreed necessarily with the decision. But White got it out quickly and got it there quickly. And the tag is applied, 1 out in the top of the second. We have an 0-2 count now on Farr. Breaking ball's popped up on the infield. Freethy, I think, is going to camp under that one. JR makes the catch for the second out. So 2 outs here in the second inning. That'll bring up Cooper Winton. Usually the leadoff hitter, the center fielder out of Cal State Stanislaus. 3 for 8 in the 2 games. He's also driven in a pair of runs, left-handed hitter. Batting in the number 7 spot, followed by Blake Cowens and then Stuart Cash for the Legacy. Martinez fastball's high. 1 ball and no strikes. See if we get some Sierra College people out for the Piper race. That's hit up into center field. Eaton circling around it. Now it's in a little bit in right center. He has got it. So 1, 2, 3 and a sense for the Legacy here. We go to the bottom of the second. Still no score.
Being a laborer means everything. It was what took care of me when I was growing up. It's what takes care of me now. Because of President Biden and the money he's put into infrastructure, the need for our workforce to expand is out of this world. When our members are able to go to work on these big projects that are funded by Biden's economic investments, it means continued growth in their wages, in their pensions, in their health benefits. It means they're going to be able to take care of their families.
Bottom of the second inning here from McBean Stadium. Of course, if you're with us very often, you know that that's going to be a little bit of a delay as the last straggler is going to come in the race against Piper, and the straggler comes in right before Piper, which is about where Piper should be. So Piper taking a bow for coming in, I don't know, 11th maybe, 8th, something like that, Riley, somewhere in that area. I was looking something up. I don't know exactly what it was. But it means that Ben Eisenhower has to take his warm-up tosses after Piper has vacated the field. Founders Brewing Company behind the $5 for a 16-ounce beer that is so much a part of Thirsty Thursday. In fact, it basically is Thirsty Thursday. So they're doing their part. Also, Sierra College night out here. We had the anthem sung by 2 Sierra College representatives. A tremendous job. I likened their performance harmonically to Simon and Garfunkel, and I consider that a plus. I think that was a compliment in my mind. It was anyway. But they did a great job, and we will see some of the Sierra College people, students, faculty, administrators, alum, whatever, as the evening goes on. They represent themselves very well in our various contests. But let's go to the plate and find Jacob Doyle, right-handed hitter from Nevada Reno. He's out of Sparks, Nevada. Moved over to Reno to go to college. Not a long trip, I don't think. But Jacob with 3 home runs. He's driven in 9. He's hitting .346. And he takes that inside for a ball. Jacob fouls that one at the plate. Eisenhower in the first inning got a couple fly balls. Excellent play by Daniels in right and a ground out. So he was 1-2-3. Bounce house is working pretty good. The regular bounce house, not really so much, but to the right of second, picked up again by Ryan Farr. He'll go to first. A little bit too high, but pulled down by Florio for the out. So one down for the Potters as Eisenhower has retired the first 4 Lincoln hitters, and he'll face J.T. Walden now, the left-hand hitting DH tonight out of USC. J.T. at 389, 7 for 18. 2 home runs, and he's driven in 14 runs already for the Potters. 2 homers were 3-run shots his first 2 times he came to the plate in the first game. And he settles in against the left-hander Eisenhower. And takes a strike. 1-1, followed by Will Lindbergh, making his first start as a Potter from Cal State Northridge out of Gold River, California. Piper walking with his entourage. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Good pitch by Eisenhower. And he's got Walden in the hole, 0-2. Got the cowbells rocking tonight. Willie doesn't even ask for them, and they're already going. Some fans smartly taking advantage of the Thirsty Thursday prices. Breaking ball inside, 1-2. I mean, it's just a good deal. I mean, it's $5. You go down there, you know. Now, the first 2 you probably have already drunk most of it by the time you get back to your seat, so you got to go back. But that's okay. That's only $10. JT takes outside for a ball. Eisenhower thought he might have had himself a strikeout, but it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. But then after that, you're mellowed in. Breaking ball fouled down the first baseline. A lot of people, Riley the engineer, I think have to factor that in when they consider. Do they want to sit down the third baseline and be next to the bounce house, the kids, et cetera, or the first baseline when they're closer to the beer garden? You know, it depends on the makeup of your contingent, really. Who you got with you, really. Walden swings, fouls it into the catcher's glove. He is out on strikes. So first strikeout for Eisenhower. 2 outs quickly here in the second for the Potters. And Will Lindbergh, the left fielder out of Gold Country, California, and Cal State Northridge. Made 1 appearance earlier in the season, lined a solid base hit to left field, I believe, on the first pitch. So he is 1 for 1. I mean, maybe he should have retired as a 1,000 hitter as a Potter, but outside for a ball. Was that similar to mine, Riley, right there? That one was pretty close? Yeah, thanks. If you just shrug, I'm going to say that's right, okay? You're not changing my mind with a shrug. That's right down the middle. 1-1 on Will Lindbergh. He's followed by T.J. Oster, who made his debut on Tuesday. Piper already squirting people in the crowd. Becoming a nuisance in the second inning. 2 balls and 1 strike. Check swing, and that is outside and low. 3-1. Bottom of the second, no score. Both pitchers impressive so far. Martinez and Eisenhower. That is high for a ball, so Lindbergh reaches base again. Keeps that on-base percentage at 1,000. He is at first base, and T.J. Oster, the shortstop out of Phoenix, Arizona, and the United States Air Force Academy. T.J. was 0 for 3 in his first game. Did drive in a run with a sacrifice fly in his first at bat. Luke Manzi follows him, and then Sean White for the Potters. T.J. in the number 7 spot. Chops that one out in front of the plate. The pitcher's got it. He's not going to have time. He throws to first, pulls him off the bag, and it's go down the right field line. Backed up by the right fielder Daniels, but making it all the way to third is Lindbergh. Going to be a single for TJ and a throwing error to allow Lindbergh to go to third. Going to be a close play at first base if the throw was on line, but it pulled off Florio. So here's Luke Mancy with a chance to do some damage. First and third and 2 outs. Looked like it was going to be one right back to the pitcher. Then it kind of died, and I thought maybe Cowan's coming out from behind the plate. There goes the runner inside, and he is in there safely. So now second and third, 2 outs. 2 potential runs out there for Luke Mancy. Coming to us from the University of New Mexico. Fouls that one off left side. 1 ball and 1 strike. You're from Jamul, California, Jamul, which my people tell me, down near San Diego. I got people everywhere. They usually don't tell me the truth, but I got people everywhere. That's a good-looking pitch outside corner, strike 1 and 2. Same 2 teams tomorrow night, 6:35 first pitch. Luke hits it out to shortstop. Cash has it. He guns it to first for the out. So Eisenhower gets out of the jam. Nothing for the Potters. We go to the top of the third. Potters nothing, Legacy nothing.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street. Only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Old man knocked on my front door with my teenage boy and a couple more from up the road. He had them by the collar, said he...
Top of the third inning, no score. Legacy will throw up Blake Cowan, Stuart Cash, and the top of the order, Dom Nahar against Anthony Martinez entering his third inning. We've got axe throwing going on down the right field line. And so far, I think we've had 1 score. Yeah, so we haven't had a lot of success. There we go. We got another one going on. There we go. Nicely done, my young friend. I believe that is going to be our winner. John running the show down there. So Martinez, 2 innings so far. He's hit 2 batters. He struck out 3. John White threw a runner out trying to steal, and Cooper Winton flied out to center field. Also got a pop-up from Ryan Farr, so that's Martinez's night so far. Threw 3 innings in his first 2 outings. And is in his 3rd inning here today. Let's see if we have, I don't think we have any activity down there. Might be stretching him out 1 more inning, or maybe somebody will be getting up soon, but we'll see. Blake Cowens will start us off, 0 for 3. I believe he is the Dueling Dogs batter, which means if he strikes out, Dueling Dogs products half off. We have already got Founders, $5. He fouls it back to the screen. So, again, I'm not going to say it's going to be like last game when we had 3 different beer specials going on at the same time. So I think literally you could have them give you money and a beer. I think that's how it worked out, if you had the numbers right. Breaking ball in there, strike 2. We are 1 strike away from half pricing it on Dueling Dogs. And Willie decides that's the time he's going to throw his woofs in there, which is always disconcerting. Check swing, did he go? He did. I don't know. No. So we're chasing the ball to throw it to first. Cowens is going back, and I think it's a strikeout. There you go. So Cowens is out on strikes, and one of the more anticlimactic strikeouts in the history of the Lincoln Potters. As Sean White went and got the ball at the fence, everybody thought it wasn't a swing. The batter thought it wasn't a swing. Doesn't matter. It's half off Dueling Dogs. That's all that matters. Here's Stuart Katz, the shortstop. He shows bunt, pulls it back out of Grinnell College with a count of 1 ball and no strikes now. Right-handed hitting shortstop, hitting in the number 9 spot. He shows bunt again, a beautiful bunt down the third base line. Going to have to let that one roll. Keep it rolling, and it rolls foul. Tremendous job by Mancy, as there was nothing else he could really do, as it was a beautiful bunt by Cash. Put a little too much of the old English. That's probably what happened to me on my first pitch, Riley. A little too much of the old English on it, maybe. Yeah. You could be a little kinder. That wouldn't hurt you. I know your generation doesn't believe in empathy, but see, look at that guy's got a giant shaved ice right there. I want to get the shaved ice guy up and interview him before a game because I have so many questions I want to ask him. I was inside. This guy showed bunt again, 2-1. There's so many shaved ice questions I have circulating in my brain. Well, chocolate. I'll ask him about the chocolate, but he'll probably I'll do that last, and so if he walks out, ball 3. If he walks out in a huff, at least I'll have the rest of the interview to fall back on. Because he's either going to say chocolate, shaved ice. He's either going to say, that's genius, and I will implement it immediately, or get the H out of here, you weirdo. Pots that one up. Look out, everybody. Oh, it's on top of the tarp. So he showed bunt 5 times, tried it twice. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Cash. Shows bunt again and pops it up. White has it. So he bunts on the 3-2, pops it up. 2 outs here in the inning, and that'll bring up Dom Nahar. I have to think he was practicing bunting for a specific reason. Nahar struck out to open the game, so Dom is 0 for 1. Comes to us out of Cal State East Bay. Breaking ball is down low for a ball. Check swing foul ball at the plate, so it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Danielle Daniels follows it. He's the number 2 hitter for the Legacy. Emma's going to come out and talk to the umpire. Make sure he's okay. Obviously took a foul ball there off a certain part, but Emma's going out there with a, wink and a smile, saying, you're okay, right? Tyler's being nice to an umpire, so something must have happened. He brought him water and everything. Maybe send him one of those fat cat dogs. That might be. Why don't you see somebody do that for the ump? You see him bring him water all the time. Somebody bring him a nice dog. Or one of Javi's quesadillas. That'll get him going for the rest of the inning. Emma's the best. She makes an appearance. Just, she likes to get on camera sometimes. Check out our interview with her last season. It was fascinating. That one misses outside, 2-1. Two outs here in the top of the 3rd inning. McBean Stadium, Lincoln, California. Hit high up in the air and very foul over the grassy knoll area. The new grassy knoll area, which is a little spiffier than it used to be, with a little bit of sidewalk out there. A fence, a fine fence. This gives it a little cleaner look, I think. You're going past there, you got the can bar right there, then you got the 2. That's a chopper down the 3rd base line. You're going to have to let that one roll, but that one probably will not go foul. And it's an infield single for Dom Nahar. So both teams with 1 hit. Either one has gone over about 70 feet, but they are on base nonetheless, and it'll bring up Danielle Daniels, who was hit by a pitch his first time up, the right fielder. So Daniels with Nahar at first base, and of course we'll be checking to see. They've already sent running. They got Daniels solo base back in the first, and then Wong was thrown out in the second. So let's see if Nahar gets the green light. Fastball misses outside to Daniels. 1 for 9 in the series coming up before being hit by the pitch in the first inning. So still 1 for 9. Throw down to first base. They almost got him down to first base. Nice throw by White. Tag slapped on by Hudson Brown, but back safely was Nahar. 2 balls and no strikes now. On Daniels, Will Florio to follow. As a little 2-out disturbance here for the Legacy in the top of the third. Runners going. The 2-0 pitch is swung on and missed, and White's going to hold on to it. Good jump by Nahar, and he is in at second base, head first. I think he slid head first at first as well, so he's getting the most out of his head first sliding lessons. Two and one on Daniels. Martinez comes in low and outside. A nice scoop by Sean White. Keep that one from going to the backstop, but leaves the count 3 balls and 1 strike on Daniels. Turned into a very nice night out here. A little bit of a breeze, but very pleasant. Shadows over almost half of the infield now. That's outside, ball 4. So 2 hit batters and now a walk issued by Martinez. He's got 2 on. He's got 2 out. He's got Will Florio, who struck out his first time up, coming to the plate. Will making his first appearance in the series. Struck out back in the first. He's out of Stonehill College in eastern Massachusetts. Comes originally from Mountain View, California. There goes the runner at second base. The pitch is high. White will not throw again, and another head first by Nahar, and he is safely into third. Staying at first is Daniels. So right now the 4's still on for the Potters in the middle of the field. It's a 1 ball, no strike count on Will Florio. Sails up high again, 2-0. There goes Daniels. Ball is called ball 3, and Daniels will take second base. So second and third, now 3-0 on Will Florio. Nick Thompson on deck, the third baseman, the number 4 hitter. A strikeout and a popped-up bunt to first 2 batters, and then an infield single and a walk, and a 3-0 count now on Florio. Down the middle, 3-1. Potters defensively pretty much straight away on Florio. Medium deep, a little deeper perhaps in left than in right. Here's the pitch, outside. Second walk issued by Martinez. Bases loaded. Still 2 outs, and here's Nick Thompson. 3 for 7 with an RBI coming in. Switch hitting third baseman struck out looking on a pitch he did not consider a strike in the first inning. So he'll be looking for some retribution up here as Sean White goes out to talk to Martinez. They have a lot to talk about. Probably just Sean just showed up on the team. They haven't met, so they'll have to get acquainted out there. So here we are, bases loaded, 2 outs, top of the third. No score yet from McBean Stadium. Popped up left side, foul territory, but should stay in play. And the catch is made by Mancy in foul territory. So a big pitch by Martinez, no runs, 1 hit, 3 left. We go to the bottom of the third. Potters nothing, Legacy nothing. Bottom of the third inning from McBean Stadium. Potters and the legacy, 0-0. Potters will send up Sean White, number 9 hitter J.R. Freethy, and Cole Eaton. I am joined in the booth by, a first ballot Potter Hall of Famer, I think. I'll probably be like second or third ballot, but this guy's definitely a first ballot Hall of Famer. Former manager of your Lincoln Potters, Mr. Ryan Stevens. Ryan Stevens, it's great to see you.
It's great to see you guys, man. It's always good to see the faithful out here and watch some Potters baseball.
Have you been out to many games this season? I haven't seen you that often.
This is my first Potters
game.
Well,
that's probably why I haven't seen you that often.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's one of those things. You come off a baseball season and family's begging to see you, so I think it's one of those things.
I'm not familiar with that particular aspect of life. Thank you very much.
I'm sure as the kids get older, it's going to be like,
no, there are other families that are begging to see me, but my own is not one of them. Well, it's great to have you out there. Thanks for sitting in, and I always want you to, when you see something, say something. That's what we used to say.
You got it.
Back in the day, and it never worked out that well. Eisenhower's first pitch in there for a strike. Now, are you familiar with this crop of Potters? I mean, you're still involved in the acquisition of players and stuff, right? So like a Sean White, you know something about Sean?
Yeah, a little bit here and there. I think it's one of those things, once you get to know him in the locker room as a coach, it's a little bit more intimate. But, once they get out here, you know the name, you know where they're from. Kind of what position they play and what they can offer. But he's a good, solid catcher. He had some innings there at Georgia Southern, and I think he's going to offer some quality at-bats for you guys this summer.
Well, the important thing to me, as you know, is I'm all about the hometown. It's Niceville, Florida.
Yeah.
I mean, you remember the great Nolan Young from Gas City, Indiana. That's our leader in the clubhouse. But I've got two guys in this game. Niceville, Florida is tremendous.
It is. It's a beautiful place.
Olive Branch, Mississippi for Hudson Brown. That's a strong contender, Ryan.
It really is. And Potter needs some offense, so hopefully he can live up to the name here.
Well, that's true, yeah. If you get some offense, it helps your hometown name. Sharply hit out to shortstop, picked up by Stuart Cash. Strong throw across the diamond, and White is retired for his first appearance as a Potter. One out here in the bottom of the third in J.R. Freethy. J.R.'s been a guy who's been out here. He's only played a couple of games. He seems to walk most every time he's up, but I've really been impressed by his defense.
Yeah,
He's made some great plays.
He moves all around, too, which is awesome. I think this year for Nevada, he played in center field for most of it. But out of high school, he was an infielder, so he can really move around, which, that keeps you in the lineup. It's a good thing being versatile. And right on cue.
Right on cue, line drive base into left center field. Nahar's going to cut it off, but JR delivers again. And that's something that you always was a hallmark of your teams, or what you've always stressed when we talked about it, is you took a guy like, years ago at Charles Middleton, who was an infielder, made him an outfielder. And when he went to college and played in college, that was invaluable for him. But that was something you always stressed.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the more positions you play, as long as you hit, you'll get you in the lineup. And, me transferring over to Jessup this year in baseball, it's something we preach to the guys, and it's something Trey had to learn too. And Trey ended up being the NAI, GSAC Player of the Year, and he was our right fielder. He grew up being a third baseman.
Right. Yeah, he played a lot of positions when he was here for that, 13 or 14 years he was a Potter. Yeah. And it finally clicked. It finally all caught up with him that one season. What a great year he had out there. And we talked to him a little while ago, and he was more excited about the guys that he got to hang out with and the team and everything. That part of the whole experience almost more than what he did individually.
Yeah, I think that says a lot about, what we're doing here and what Matt and Clifton and the guys are doing. It's you remember and you have a bunch of friends here, and you keep lifelong, friendships that go forever. And it's special to see. It's something that I'm still here at the games with the guys and still talking to them about the past seasons.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Cole takes in the dirt, 2-2. Cole Eaton out of the University of Tennessee. Elkhorn, Nebraska, a good name. Not quite on the level, but still a good name. But Tennessee seems to have many prune packers. That's why I never really root for Tennessee that much. Inside for a ball.
You know how to pull on my strings, man.
Well, I mean, it's me too, brother. Hey, I've been through it. Not as much, but I've been through a little too,
Scoreboard's still not working.
Yeah.
So that hasn't changed. So here we are.
No, we've got friends in McBean working to get that new scoreboard. You know that.
We would love a new
We'll
scoreboard.
put the QR code on if we can. We'll get Riley the engineer to do his job for once. Hit by Eaton down the left field line. Nahar is keeping chase. Still going after it. Reaches up. And made the catch in left field right at the foul line. What a play by Dom Nahar in left field. I think he surprised himself on that one, Ryan.
That was an awesome play, man. Way to go get it. I think when you have teams that come here
Yeah.
from visiting places, a lot of guys overachieve because of what the crowd looks like, and that was an awesome play. Gave a chance for the Potters to get on the board there.
The other thing about that, though, is a lot of guys come in this field, and all of a sudden left field is kind of like not the easiest place to play, and he navigated it perfectly there. Daniels in the last inning, a great catch in right field, and now Nahar in left. Here it is, Hudson Brown from Olive Branch, Mississippi. Big left-hander. Hurt himself running the bases a couple of games ago, and making his return to the lineup today. Grounded to second his first time up. Takes outside from Eisenhower. 2 balls and no strikes. So are you gearing up now for the big move next year, right, at William Jessup? It sounds exciting. D2.
We are.
Crazy.
We're going to the Pac West and D2. We're super excited. Definitely a good transition for us.
There goes the runner.
That's a balk.
That looked like a balk, and it will be a balk. That's
Play.
one of the first times he can keep. Now, is the ball dead after the guy calls balk? Or
No,
you
it's
play
an
the
open
throw?
play. You can play it till it goes.
Okay. Because usually you'll hear a lot of balk calls whenever a left-hander throws to first, but this time the guy in the front row was right.
Yeah,
that was definitely a balk.
It probably was Trey.
It probably
I
was
see
Trey.
him down there.
Oh, is he down there?
He's down there,
Oh,
backwards
my
hat
gosh.
there. Yeah, he's down there chirping. You know him.
Oh, yeah, I've already heard something from that section. No wonder, yeah.
Past Potters, man, we don't like to see us lose, so they'll.
No,
let 'em hear
I like that. It's like alumni of a college team. You come back and they get to the College World Series. They're all there sitting in the stands. I love having former Potters come here.
You know what
to-
I love to see? We're starting to get colored signs out there in the outfield instead of all white.
Yes.
That's a beautiful thing.
That is a great thing. In there for a strike. So you were here, though, when you were coaching one of the finest teams I've seen assembled on this field, the alumni at FanFest, and coming out with a win.
Yes, we did beat these Potters. When you got a bunch of guys that are old and
Nahar makes the catch for the out. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We'll be back with Ryan Stevens and more in the top of the fourth. Potters and Legacy scoreless.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Top of the fourth inning from McBean Stadium. Still no score in this one. Still Ryan Stevens is with us. And Ryan, I want to go back to what we were talking about, the alumni and you coaching the game. I mean, coming out here that night, you never know who's going to be here. And then Willie shows me the lineup, and it's got Lorenzo DeBrecca and Billy Rockefeller and Anthony Perez. And it was just a fantastic, and as you said, the guys like to come back. That was a great representative group.
It really was. It was so cool to see. I mean, we had guys that flew here just to play in that alumni game, and it's just so special to see where we started and where we got to, and then, showcase it in front of people and also show the guys that came in this year. And, unfortunately for them, we had a bunch of guys that really like to compete and win, and, they came out on the winning side. Obviously, it was a shortened game, 4 innings, but really cool to see.
Yeah, great to have Schmitty out here, and his grandkids got to see him play. That was great. That was fantastic.
Schmitty's like only 38.
I know. It's incredible. The man's lived many lives. Is the
he
thing.
just got done playing at 38, so it's better. He's better than me.
Well, after my first pitch, I can't say anything. A little more than 38, but I'll just say that. Tyler Wong will start us off, hit by a pitch back in the second inning. And what do you think of? We've seen Anthony Martinez now a couple of times. I know you haven't. This is the first time you've been out here, but he has been pretty impressive in his third outing now, and he's going for the first time past 3 innings.
I have seen him a little bit at Sierra College, when we're out recruiting for Jessup, and he's a quality arm. Obviously, for the most part, he attacks his own today. He's found some hitters counts, but he does a good job bouncing back like he did there. And I think it's one of those things, he's learning, and he's with guys that are a little bit above him, and I think that's going to really help him grow his game for the next year.
Yeah, and that's part of the process that you've seen play itself out over thousands and thousands of times. Grounded down to third base. Mancy down there across the diamond. And Mancy, another guy like JR and like a lot of guys you've seen through your tenure, plays third, plays second, plays short, plays all those, and then maybe even in the outfield as well.
Yeah, you need versatility in the summer. I mean, you're playing almost every day.
Yeah.
And when it's one of those things, you're trying to move guys around, trying to keep them fresh, you better hope guys play multiple positions or they're going to look out of place. And luckily for us, we've done a really good job of recruiting guys that are pretty athletic guys that can move around.
I mean, it seems like when you got guys coming in and out, it's always, when you have the most guys on hand, that's when everybody's healthy. When somebody goes down, that means it's going to be there's all of a sudden a group leaving.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look at this guy.
Thanks,
coming down.
Thanks, Trey Furry.
Trey Furry, we were just talking about just a little while ago. And now he shows up bearing gifts, so that's not a bad idea. That's not bad at all.
No, great kid. He's been
hey,
taught
good
well.
Good kid. That's a good kid. Yeah, he has. Well, he spent his time. Him and Schmitty have done their time here.
Yeah,
he learns how it works.
4,000 career Potter hits. I mean,
he does.
Something like that.
Yeah, he's the Ichiro Suzuki of it. He's got put all of his hits together from all of his teams he's played on. He's got like 4,000. Farwood hits the ball hard down to first base, and Brown handles it for the second out here in the fourth inning, and Cooper Winton will be the hitter. Yeah, he's one of the guys. I mean, we talk about some other team. We mentioned the Prune Packers. They have guys who come back 3, 4, 5 years, and Trey's one of those guys for us. And it's great seeing, as you mentioned before, his maturity, his evolution from when he first got here, not to just being a better player, but just to how he looks at everything.
Absolutely. He's grown a ton. He's got more of a coach's mentality, big league mentality when he was out here for us. And he really grew, Jessup as a program and really ball sits down for a single there.
Winton drops it down in left field for a base hit. He's a tough hitter. He was 3 for 8 coming in and had flied out to center back in the second inning. So that's the second hit for the Legacy, the first one that actually made it out to the outfield. And here's Blake Cowens, who's the Doolin Dogs batter, which means half off if he strikes out. And I know you weren't here on Tuesday, but we had 3 different beer things going in the 5th inning, and they all hit. So we had the Doolin Dogs batter.
He hit it the first time. We need it again.
Let's do it again. There goes the runner. Great jump, and it's in there for a strike.
We'll see if Martinez is for the people here.
Let me ask you this, though. I mean, you're Blake Cowens. You struck out last time. You're up here, and I know the courtesy is let the guy steal because he had the base, but you're getting the ball down the middle, and you want to make some contact, and it's in the summer. I think I'm swinging.
Yeah, I'm swinging. I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been that beer batter before. I'm not giving the courtesy. So
out to shortstop. Across the diamond, that's T.J. Oster out there throwing him out at first base. I had J.R. Freely playing there, too. I got him in every position. Good inning for Martinez. Gives up 1 hit. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Potters and Legacy, nothing.
This job is the Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the top side included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Bottom of the 4th, Potters will send up Doyle, Walden, and Lindbergh. We got Ryan Stevens with us for one more half inning. Great catching up with your ride. Family's good, I assume? Everybody's doing good?
They're thriving. All 3 kids are good. I actually have a 4th on the way.
Yeah, I was going to go ahead and get because I have my scorebook. I was going to go ahead and see if there was another one I had to put in the lineup.
You can put the whole baseball lineup out there. We got it. We have a boy on the way, most likely in the next month, so we're super excited. Brittany's doing a great job with the kids at home, and we're thriving, and Hudson's doing it at baseball. He had his first home run over the fence the other day.
Hudson Stevens.
And he misses the Potters, though, I'll tell you that.
Well, I mean, the rumor was that you needed to get to 9 because you can't manage any fewer than 9 at a time. So I don't know if that's true, but that's what the rumor. I think Riley told me that. Inside the first pitch to Jacob Doyle.
We'll call that ambition for Riley.
3 home runs. What?
We'll call that ambition.
Yeah, I think we will. I like to see him step up a little bit. Maybe having you here will motivate him a little bit. He's kind of a quiet fellow. I mean, this is gregarious compared to what he was when he first came in.
You know, as good as a job as he does, he just has to look around here in the stadium. He'll find himself one.
Yep. Check swing, a little line drive over second base into right field for a hit.
That's beautiful.
Jacob Doyle says, I think I hit one hard a couple of days ago. They owed me that one, okay? They owed me that one.
Baseball gods are working for you if you can do that right
346 coming in. He's 1 for 2. And here's J.T. Walden, who, he started the season off, I think, the way everybody wants to start the season. His first 2 at-bats, he hit 3-run homers in both. And I told him he should probably go home then.
I would have.
I would have just left because, I mean, you're not, unless you're going to hit a 3-run homer every time, which would probably be a record.
I would have.
I would have just left. I would have told Tyler, say, look, buddy, I mean, I know you're a good manager and everything, but there's nothing you could do for me now.
No.
I'm 2 for 2, 2 home runs, 6 runs batted in. I've scored twice. I think I'm out of here. I think I'm good.
Yep. Showed up, did my job. I'm out.
It's only downhill from here. If I get a double, everybody's disappointed in me. 1-1 with the fastball. Doyle over at first base. Second hit for the Potters.
Problem with JT is he took a summer off with us. We wish we would have had him back last year.
Oh, right, yeah.
And he was the home run champion.
Oh, he was.
Everyone
he
knew
was
it.
fantastic.
He had the fan favorite, and he took a summer off. You can't do that.
Crowd went crazy. Yeah.
Got to stick it out.
He's doing personal appearances and stuff. Over at Beach Hut, just walks into everybody starts clapping for him and stuff.
He couldn't walk around Lincoln.
Yeah. Oh no.
Couldn't sign autographs.
Oh jeez, these Lincolnites. They won't let you go if you're a great ball player.
Nope.
Hits that one sharply to the right of second. Mishandled it second by far, and everybody's going to be safe. So Skip, what do I score that one?
He's going to his backhand. I got to give it a hit.
Okay, there you go.
Got to give it a hit.
I agree. Secretly, I agree with you, and I like where you're going. Here's Will Lindbergh, who was 1 for 1 with a walk. What do you know about Will Lindbergh?
Don't know much about him. Haven't seen him play this year. I know there's some high side on him. I'm actually curious to see if Tyler bunts here. Are we playing the game or are we letting the guy hit? That's really the question.
I don't see a lot of bunting here at
almost
McBean
zero.
Stadium.
Except for the other team.
Yeah, that guy tried to bunt every pitch. He took 6 pitches and bunted at all of them, and then bunted.
He kind of got worn out.
3-2 pitch, and I just got, okay, if you want to, here, go ahead. I don't care.
Yeah, I wasn't. Bunting in the summer, I think, is frowned upon.
Yeah.
It really is. You got to get your swings. That's why you're here.
Yeah, and I've mentioned it all the time. During your tenure when JP, everybody was like 3-0 pitch. Yeah, it's green. It's always green.
Always green.
Because you're here to get better, not here to walk.
My guy JP loved 3-0 swing. I'll tell you that.
He encouraged it.
He encouraged it.
Check swing right there by Will. It's outside. Potters with runners at first and second. Nobody out here in the 4th inning. Lindbergh, Oyster, and Mancy, the next 3 hitters. Yeah, I can usually count on that. And usually never, unless it was a league game in the bottom of the 8th or something, there wasn't much bunting going on. Foul ball. I think we dropped a couple down late in the in conference action. You're trying to make a playoff.
I'll give guys credit. We don't bunt all summer, and then late in the season, when we're playing playoffs or a big game, we'll ask them to get it down, and they did a good job of doing it.
Well, but you kind of have to do it because, like you said, at that point you're playing the game.
Yeah.
And they have to I know they haven't been doing it, but they have to have that in the arsenal too, just like playing a bunch of different positions.
Yeah, you got to put these guys in those situations, especially the guys that are here. They're going to be put in those situations, and big regionals or super regionals, they got to get it done. So it's good for them as well.
That's outside. That's a nice block by Cowens, keeping the runners at first and second. 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Will Lindbergh. Will out of Cal State Northridge in Gold River, California, which I believe used to be just a fancy name for Rancho Cordova. That's what
Gold River?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right over there. You're going
that
down.
just means you're doing well. That's all.
Okay. Doing well, California. Thank you.
Yes, exactly.
Ryan Stevens said it. Chopper out to second. Farr is going to go second for 1. I don't think they'll get Will at first. And they did get Will at first. And I still don't think they got Will at first.
Nope.
But a 4-6-3 double play. Give the Legacy credit for turning that one on the speedy Will Lindbergh. Going to third is Doyle, but now 2 outs here in the inning. And TJ Oster will be the hitter. TJ an infield hit his first time up.
Here's the thing. Did you know that Trey Furry has a sister that works here now?
No. Do I
Ryan
want to know that?
Furry.
What is?
Right there in the middle. Ryan Furry in the house.
Oh, okay. I did see her the other day.
I told her, I said,
yes.
you got a lot to live up to.
Yeah, but which way? I mean,
True.
up to, you said up to.
Probably down.
Maybe you got a lot to live down. I think maybe. I think probably smartly she hasn't really told anybody as far as I know. Yeah, she's kept that on the down low. That's on the down low. Activity in the Potters bullpen.
We need a big hit here.
Yes, we kind of do.
Yes.
There it is, right in the hole in the left field for a base hit. That's why I like having you here, Stevens. You know what you're talking about, mister.
We needed it.
DJ with an RBI, his second of the season. Well, I mean, you got a gentleman from the Air Force Academy. He kind of knows what needs to be done, okay?
That's right.
Doyle across the plate for the first run of the game, and I'll bring up Luke Mancy. Luke grounded to short. His first time up came in at 333 out of University of New Mexico, which has been kind of a good place for the Lincoln Potters.
Yeah, New Mexico's
I believe
been an awesome place.
Chase Weisenborn, of course. I think Jeffrey David was there for a while.
Yep, Justin Olson.
Oh, that's right, the big left-hander. Andrew Ballantyne warming up in the pen for the Potters, that courtesy of Riley the engineer, so take it with a grain of salt.
Riley, you're doing a great job.
He is doing a great job, but he doesn't need to be told that, Ryan. Thank you. Runner's going, pitches outside. The throw to second is just a little bit too high and just a little bit too late. And TJ has got a stolen base. So Mancy now with a runner in scoring position. And we're going to have a meeting at the mound by the Legacy with Ben Eisenhower. Ryan Stevens is with us. Now with William Jessup as they make the big move to D2. I mean, that's just exciting for everybody, you know. I mean, that just brings more attention to everything, right?
It really does. You know, going to the NC2A and going to D2, it opens the horizon for new recruits. It opens the horizon for Jessup to grow as a school and facilities, and we're super excited. We're super excited to see the growth, you know, coming off a good year that we had, and, you know, also softball, basketball, stunt. A lot of those sports are just thriving right now. And,
yeah, I was going to mention that softball getting all the way to the championship game. I know you moved over to baseball, but you put a lot of time in with that softball program, so that must have been great.
Yeah, a ton of time, and it was super fun to watch. And those girls, you know, they deserve it. They put in a ton of work over there at Jessup softball, and you know, I'm super happy for those girls to be thriving.
Mancy takes high and inside. Grounded to short his first time up back in the second inning. Luke came in at 333. Sean White, the number 9 hitter on deck. Potters have scored once here in the inning. An RBI single by TJ Oster. Mancy takes in the dirt. Another good block by Blake Cowens. And Luke gets the base on balls. First and second now. And here's Sean White, who hit the ball sharply to shortstop his first time up. His first time as a Potter, so he is 0 for 1. Sean out of, again, Niceville, Florida. It's by the Air Force Base over there.
Do you think he's nice?
Well, I don't know. I think that is either the nicest place in America or else everybody, it's the worst. I mean, it's just totally like, let's call it Niceville. Ha-ha, wink, wink, you know. Georgia Southern University, as you said, he got some time there this past year. Takes the fastball inside for a ball. Looks like the Legacy bullpen starting to move around. Number 13 is stumbling out there. They probably went looking at my tape of my first pitch, and they said, we better use one of the guys on our roster. I don't think he's ready.
We need someone else to get up in the bullpen. This guy's been doing pretty well.
Yeah. Well, the key hit that you called by TJ, really putting the run up on the board.
I guess I should say we need another.
Yes, I believe you should have.
Yep, we need another.
There goes your runner. It's in the dirt, so he was unnecessary head first slides in this game, a half dozen already. One guy slid at every base and didn't have to.
It looks good.
Yeah, I don't know. Does it feel that fit, though? I've never played on this kind of surface.
The thing about McBean is you can't go home and say you got dirty.
No, you can't.
So no one knows if you slid
No one knows
first.
if you
That's
played
the
hard or
problem.
not. On the corner for a strike.
Wow. That's all I got to say.
Remember, you're the broadcasting now. You got to be, you know.
I just said wow.
You did say wow.
It was a great strike
Good
call.
call.
Great right hand.
There you go. Oh. Ball hit well to left field. Nahar going back, looking up. Forget about it. Ryan does it again. A 3-run home run for Sean White, and the Potters are up 4-0.
Needed it.
We say it all
Beautiful.
the time. You want to make introduce yourself to your teammates, get a home run.
Beautiful swing there, man. Real short to it. Drove it over the left field fence.
I believe
Good
it
for
was
you, Sean White.
Way to go, Sean White. All that stealing and sliding was all unnecessary, wasn't it?
Yep, jogged around.
So the Potters have scored 4 here in the fourth as White, again, 346 feet. I can understand 346 feet, but when you tell me it was 99 off the bat, I mean, maybe it's a generational thing. I'm just like, okay, whatever.
Came in 80, left at 99.
Yeah,
It's
so
a strong boy.
You turned it around a little bit is
Yeah.
what you did, yeah. Now, you'll remember what I consider to be the greatest debut in history with the great Santini. When he came in here, was it two grand slams or something? I mean, he came up.
It was a grand slam and a 3-run homer,
Yeah,
and he let us know that he was here to play. He also
Well,
has the highest bat flip in Potter's history.
Oh, I'm going to disagree with you there, because I know there was a line drive into left center field. Winton giving chase. Cooper trying to get it down. Did he get it? I don't think he did. I think it's a trap, and it's a single for J.R. Freethy. Almost the third Gold Glove catch by the Legacy in this game, but it looked like to me anyway that was a short hop into the backhand. Riley, the engineer, you're on the pictures. What do you think? Oh, Riley says he thought it was a catch.
Only
Hopefully,
if we had instant replay.
Well, we kind of do.
We could go to New York.
We could. Well, it's not for our league. It's not. It's Lodi.
Okay.
Got to go to Lodi to get it.
We'll call it Phantom.
No,
Got a Phantom?
there was a kid, the Cube. What was his name? He's from Cuba or something like that, and we were playing against the Chico Heat. And is it Santana?
You
was
are
his name?
right.
And
It
we were
is
playing the
Santana.
Chico Heat.
You are right.
And we were down, and there's chirping obviously because it was the Chico.
Yep.
And he had a home run that was like no doubt of
A
no
solo
doubters.
home run.
And that
Yep.
bat went over. I couldn't follow the bat. It went
We
up
lost
over
it.
because we had the tarp. It went up and you couldn't see it, and it came down. That was the highest. It was. I'm saying it had to be 40 feet up in the air.
It was
It was
incredible.
incredible.
It was
I
incredible.
enjoyed every second of it.
So did we at the time. Until
Well, I mean,
we realized the ramifications.
Yeah, I thought I knew it wasn't going to be no consequences, but I still enjoyed it. I think his name was JoJo. JJ Santana or something like that.
Straight from the Dominican.
Oh, yeah.
Came in and had a redshirt year at college, and he was fun. He was fun to watch. He had some flash leather at short, and that bat flip was electric.
That was tremendous. Cole Eaton is our hitter. There goes the runner. Cole hits it out to left center field. Cooper Winton's going after it again. He's not going to get that one. That's up against the fence. One run will score easily, and he is going to go into second base. Cole Eaton's got himself an RBI double, and the Potters have kind of broken this thing open. They've scored 5 times and batted around, and they lead it 5-0. So it took you a little bit to get the magic going, but once you got it, you really got it.
Definitely called the first hit, and it's just kind of rolling. We like to call this the pots are hot.
Once we start bringing back legends, stories about legends from the past, things got to go our way, though, don't we?
We got it.
J.C. Santini and JJ and everybody. Fantastic. Here's Hudson Brown, who's grounded to second, fly to left. That's a line drive into center field. Winton coming up. He won't get that one. It's down in front of him. Eaton will come around third. He will score without a throw. It's an RBI single for Hudson Brown and the 6th run in for the Potters in the inning. They lead 6-0.
Beautiful swing.
So Potters are batted around. It's a pitching change. And Ryan, I'm going to take this opportunity to say thank you very much and kick you out of here because you probably got people you got to go talk to and
I
stuff.
appreciate you guys, man. You guys do a great job up here, and Potters fans are blessed to have you guys doing the play-by-play. We are blessed at home to watch it.
Well,
You guys are doing it.
I appreciate that very much. If you're back in the ballpark, always come up and we'll chat a little bit.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Ryan Stevens, the best. First ballot Hall of Famer. I'm hoping to get in on the 3rd ballot, or maybe 4th, right after Riley the engineer. Riley, let's go to a little break here as we have a new pitcher. We'll get that identity and come back. Potters on top in the bottom of the 4th, 6-0.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of 5 Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
5 Star treats us like we're number one. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're 5 Star Bank. How can we help you?
$100 bills, and it kills and it thrills like the horns on my Silverado grill. And I buy the bar.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team help us keep together an amazing organization. And we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal.
New pitcher Kristen Klosterman for the Legacy. Leading at first is Hudson Brown. Here's Jacob Doyle, who started it all off with a check swing single to right field so many minutes ago, and the Potters have since scored 6 times. The big blow, a Sean White 3-run home run. Klosterman from Kenyatta College gets the fastball just a little bit outside. 2-0. Doyle grounded to second in the second, then had that single earlier here in the 4th inning, so he is 1 for 2, came in at 346. Look out, that's inside. Two balls, no strikes. Make that 3 balls, no strikes. You got to add the one that just happened, too. That's the thing. That's the trick there, Riley. And that will be ball 4. So Doyle goes down to first. That'll move Hudson Brown over to second and bring up J.T. Walden, who singled earlier in the inning as well. A ground ball to the right of Farr at second base, and he couldn't make the backhand stab. So JT stepping up here with 2 outs and 1 on. Make that 2 on. And 6 in for the Potters. JT with 2 home runs on the season. It's at high to right field. I don't think it's got enough. Daniels underneath it. Comes in a little bit and makes the catch. 6 runs for the Potters on 6 hits. They leave 2. We go to the top of the 5th now. Lincoln on top, 6-0.
Situated on the corner of Lincoln Boulevard and 5th Street, this iconic building has been the home to several hotels over the decades, the most famous and longest running of which was the Lincoln Inn. Having undergone several renovations and architectural changes, this building is the current home of Old Town Pizza, which boasts not 1 but 2 floors for your dining enjoyment, including open-air seating on the roof. Stop in for a slice today. Or stop by the Lincoln Museum to see the 300-pound cash register that used to adorn the front desk of the Lincoln Inn. For more great history, visit the Lincoln Area Archives Museum and, by appointment only, take their free walking tour of historic downtown Lincoln.
Top of the 5th inning here from McBean Stadium in lovely Lincoln, California on a thirsty Thursday. Also Sierra College night. It'll be Andrew Ballantyne coming out to take over the pitching duties out of Ceres, California. He will be taking on Stuart Cash and then Dom Nahar and Donnell Daniels for the Legacy. Anthony Martinez, 4 innings, 2 hits. He walked 4. Well, he hit 2 and walked 2 and struck out 4, so he has stretched his total to 10 innings on the summer, and he still has not given up an earned run, and now he has 12 strikeouts. He was in line for his 2nd win of the summer here. If the Potters can hold on to this 6-0 lead, and Ballantyne started the game on the 2nd of June, went 2 innings, gave up a hit, a run, walked 2, and struck out 1. That was his 3rd appearance, so Andrew making his 4th appearance. Stuart Cash up here in the 5th inning, so the Farmers Brewing Company Farmers' fifth inning, which means that the first batter is retired by any means necessary. It's half off. We've already got $5 on Founders, so we are going crazy. It's a double. It's prospectively, or possibly, kind of a dueling discounts. Maybe. Shows a bunt. This is the sixth time. That's 6 pitches he's gotten. He's tried to bunt 6 times. Oh, and 1. Bunts that one, but it is foul. 0 and 2. So third baseman Luke Mancy. Luke, we need to get this guy out. So if he's going to bunt, you need to move in. Okay, I don't care. I know the strategy is different, but this is a big hitter here in the 5th inning. Valentine, left-hander, delivers. He shows bunt again. It sails high off the glove of Sean White. One-two pitch. He bunts it. I thought he bunted it foul, but he pulled the bat back, I guess. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mancy, get in there. This is for the people, man. 2-2 from Ballantyne. Bunts that one back to Ballantyne. Andrew picks it up, turns, throws to first, and there you go. The first batter of the 5th inning is out. That means half off Farmers Brewing Company. Our Farmers' 5th inning success again. It's already a Thirsty Thursday. Riley the engineer, we've had a theme lately, and it's many, many beer specials have been our theme. And the fans seem to enjoy that. And I enjoy them enjoying that. Dom Nahar, who struck out and singled at the plate. Get a little dribbler down the third baseline back in the 3rd inning and beat out, then stole 2nd and 3rd, but was stranded there as the Legacy had the bases loaded. Tom takes inside for a ball. Fastball sails outside. Fastball about 86, 87 from Ballantyne early on here. Line drive right at shortstop, handled by Oster. Kind of just had to stay there. It was a line drive right at him, and just had to hold his ground and make the play. So Nahar hits it hard, but he is retired for 2 outs. And here's Donnell Daniels, who's been hit by a pitch and walked so far in this one. So Daniels reached 2nd in both the 1st and 3rd innings, but went no further. Takes the fastball in there for a strike. Ballantyne coming on in relief of Anthony Martinez, who went the first 4 innings. Two hits, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts for Anthony, no earned runs. Chopper back out to shortstop. Oster has it, double clutches to first, gets him by a step. Good inning for Andrew Ballantyne, 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Potters still on top, 6-0.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Here in Michigan, we do more than just survive the winter. We thrive during it. You simply can't keep us away from what we love most: great times and amazing beer. The snow transforms the landscape and lays the path for adventures yet to be had. Trails ready to be explored, and freshly groomed hills ready for the first run of the day. And later, as the sun descends, it's time to unwind with great conversation and even better friends. Experience a taste of Michigan winter with Founders Brewing Company, born and brewed in Michigan.
Bottom of the 5th inning, Will Lindbergh, T.J. Oster, and Luke Mancy against Christian Klosterman, the second pitcher for the Legacy. Eisenhower went 3 2/3 innings, allowed 6 hits and 6 runs. Klosterman, who came on in the 4th inning to close it out, and throwing about 82 miles an hour, about 10 miles less on his off-speed stuff. He'll face Lindbergh, who has walked and hit into a double play for 6-3. Will from Gold River, California, Cal State Northridge. Left-handed hitter. Out in left field for the Potters today. He takes the fastball and misses. 1-0. Fastball catches the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. Slices that one foul. Farmers' 5th inning means that people get half off Farmers. We had a Founders Brewing Company running the show out here tonight on a Thirsty Thursday, so they have $5 for 16 ounces. So there's bargains all over the stadium, Riley the engineer. I don't want you partaking, but they are all over the place. Breaking ball, call strike 3. Good looking pitch right there by Klosterman on the 3rd strike. So his first strikeout is Lindbergh, and here's TJ Oster. Couple singles for TJ, an infield single in the 2nd, then a RBI base hit. Picked up his 2nd run batted in back in the 4th inning. He drove in the 1st run of the ball game. Takes the fastball. It's called a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Right around 83 for Klosterman on that one. Popped out of play by TJ. Out of Phoenix, Arizona, the United States Air Force Academy. 0 for 3 coming in for 2 for 2 in this game. Look out. That actually went over his head. I think it hit the bat. Went around his back and hit the bat. So it stays 0-2. Maybe a tremendous speed of accuracy by the pitcher. I don't know. I'll go with that. Or it could have been luck. Potters with some more warm-ups going on down the right field line. TJ fouls that one out of play. Stays 0-2. Good crowd out here on a Thursday night enjoying the ball game outside for a ball and enjoying the myriad of beer specials that we are throwing at them. We've also got Fat Cat, of course, with the best dogs and brats around. Mi Ranchito with Javi down there underneath his little pop-up tent. He's dealing quesadillas like it's going out of style. Have you had one yet today, Riley the engineer? Oh, you did? Okay. Did you get the sauce and everything? Did you get your pepper this time? Okay. Fastball on the outside corner, called strike 3. So a couple of called 3rd strikes for Klosterman here in the 5th. And with 2 outs, it'll bring up Luke Mancy, who has grounded his short and walked. Piper the Peacock hanging out. Kind of low-key in it today, really. Piper's kind of low-key. He's been a little jaunty lately, and he's more, maybe he's getting ready for a big weekend. That's probably it. Mancy takes the ball. Thursdays for Peacocks, that's, because they really shine on Fridays. So Thursday's kind of like, let's be cool, be chill. Potters and chill. Outside, 2-0. Got a little bit of the jaunty back. Sean White on deck. All he did last time is hit a 3-run home run to kind of break this game. Mini break it open. 6-0. I've seen worse. Hit line drive out to center field. Winton's going to give ground and go back. Reaches up and makes the catch a long way away from home plate, but an out nonetheless. 1-2-3 for the Potters. We go top of 6. Potters 6, Legacy nothing.
Being a laborer means everything. It was what took care of me when I was growing up. It's what takes care of me now. Because of President Biden and the money he's put into infrastructure, the need for our workforce to expand is out of this world. When our members are able to go to work on these big projects that are funded by Biden's economic investments, it means continued growth in their wages, in their pensions, in their health benefits. It means they're going to be able to take care of their families.
Top of the sixth, which means it's Piper Dance Contest time. Not a lot of contestants in the dance contest, but that does not deter Piper the Peacock Rally. That's professionalism right there. Willie said something about the hot dog dance or something. I don't know. Maybe that's code for something. I don't know. But if it's a dance and after which everyone gets a hot dog, I think that's a pretty popular dance, and I like it. Tell Bill over at Fat Cat, and he will make it happen. He picks his winner. Oh, that's an easy call by Piper the Peacock. And John, our guy on the field today, John, gets in there, swoops in, gets the name, gets all the info, social security number, that kind of thing, email, TikTok, Insta. I don't know any other ones. Will Florio, Nick Thompson, Tyler Wong. I didn't even say Facebook, so get off my back, Riley the engineer. That's for old people. Swing and a miss. Valentine, the left-hander, on the mound for his second inning of work. Couple groundouts and a line-out in the fifth in relief of Anthony Martinez. That is in the dirt. 1-1. Thanks to Ryan Stevens for dropping by, spending a couple innings with us. Always great to catch up on one of the all-timers, one of the all-time greats. Swing and a miss, off speed pitch, 1-2. Doing great things at William Jessup, was with the softball team, left them, and he leaves, and they go to the national championship game. I didn't want to say anything while he was here, but, those two things happen, Ryan, 2-2. Sean White behind the plate for the Potters. Mancy at third, Oster at second, or at short, Freely at second. Brown at first, Doyle, Eaton, and Lindbergh in the outfield. Another breaking ball misses outside, runs a count full on Will Florio. Will has struck out and walked in his two appearances. His first appearance against the Potters this season as a member of the Legacy. Swing and a miss, off-speed pitch. First strikeout tonight for Andrew Ballantyne, and with one out in the sixth, I'll bring up Nick Thompson. Nick, the third baseman, struck out and popped to third. He is a switch hitter playing, as we said, third base. Came in at 3 for 7 in the two games against the Potters. Potters won both games, 14-3 and 14-8. The respective scores. Outside with a fastball from Andrew Ballantyne. Check swing. Did he go around? I'd say he did, but let's ask the umpire. I believe he said yes. 1 ball, 1 strike. Got a wow from Jason the intern. That's always good. I don't know what that means. Catches the outside corner. 1-2, and Sean White, who's really eager to impress, he wanted to throw it around. He said it was strike 3. So he said, I'm throwing it around the infield. Maybe I can convince the umpire it's strike 3. Chopper down to third. That's a fair ball. Mancy has it all the way across the diamond and gets him by a step at first base. Thompson got down there, but Luke's throw beat him by a step. 2 outs, and Tyler Wong will be the hitter. The DH tonight out of Tufts University. Tyler was hit by a pitch in the second, grounded to third in the fourth, so he is 0 for 1. 1 for 3 in the 3-game series so far. Up here with 2 outs and nobody on in the top of the 6th inning. That was lifted foul down the right field line. Hudson Brown thinks about it, gives it 2 steps and goes, I can't get there. Nice to see that the traditional bounce house is getting a little bit of action down the line there. Strike 2 on the call. The obstacle course gets all the attention. It's the flashy one, but you got your old, reliable bounce house there, and it's still getting some love from the crowd here at McBean Stadium. on a pleasant Thursday afternoon evening outside from Valentine. No sun problems remaining on the field. Swung on and missed. Another good inning for Ballantyne with 2 strikeouts. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Potters on top, 6-0. There you are, ladies and gentlemen. We have another in the fan rankings, on-field event fan rankings. We only had 2 people in our rankings. We had the one guy, Rob, from the other day that did the same thing that I think that's Bill just did. And then the axe throwing kid was our second one. But, Riley, we have a 3rd entry in the on-field event fan of the year. That was Bill, who he just kept moving slowly, more slowly, and lilting more and more to the left. I thought he might go around in a complete circle and come back where he was, and I was hoping he wasn't going to get in the way of the pitcher who was warming up to his left. But fortunately, he's okay. John went out immediately and said, "You were horrible, man." And I don't think he should have said that. I think he should have asked how he was. But that's John. He's trying to get to the top of the intern rankings, and that's what it takes. Bravo to both Bill and Spence or somebody. Bravo to both of them. Although Spence was sandbagging because he was moving real slow, like he couldn't figure it out. Then he ran straight there and started running backwards. So he was sandbagging. It didn't help Bill at all though, because he ended up almost out to the pitcher's mound. Bravo, Bill. Bravo to you, sir. Sierra College night never disappoints when it's the spinning bat race. Sean White, who grounded to shortstop his first time, then said, "This is no good," and hit a 3-run homer his second time, will be our hitter. Out of Niceville, Florida, in Georgia Southern University. Right-handed hitter Sean White, followed by Freethy and then Eaton for the Potters against Christian Klosterman. Hits it sharply down to third, scooped up down there by Thompson across the diamond. He gets him. Hit hard, but Thompson was up to the task. 1 out, and here is J.R. Freethy, who was flying to left, singled and singled. So I think we might have a pinch hitter here. It's number 16. It's JR. I don't know who said pinch hitter, but I fell for it. You can't put susceptible things into my mind today. I'm feeling my age. JR takes a strike on the inside corner. Scored a run back in the 4th inning. That's his 6th run scored of the summer already. He is 4 for 9 at the plate with a bunch of walks and hit bats. Outside for a ball from Klosterman. Eisenhower went the first 3 2/3. Klosterman came in to finish up the 4th. Made it through the 5th very impressively with a pair of strikeouts and got White here to open the 6th inning. Outside with that one. 2-1. Cole Eaton on deck. As the lights come on, not in the stadium, in the press box. The stadium, they've been on for hours. Press box, I was sitting here and go, I wonder why it's so dark tonight. Oh, yeah. And then someone shows, oh, maybe we'll flip on the light in the 6th inning. That's usually the engineer's job, but Riley is so busy doing so many different things. He's just got so much going on here. 3-1. JR out of University of Nevada, Reno. Takes high for a ball. So he is on base again the third time. And Cole Eaton will be the hitter. He's flied to right, he's flied to left, and he's doubled. And a meeting at the mound. I think we'll step away for just a second here, Riley. We are in the bottom of the sixth inning. Potters with the runner on and one out, and they lead it 6-0.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Meeting at the mound is over for the Legacy, and here is Cole Eaton out of University of Tennessee. 1 for 3 in this one. Scored a run. Throw over to first base. J.R. Freethy gets back. There is some loosening up being done down in the bullpen for the Legacy. Klosterman working his second inning. Freethy with a good lead. The pitch is hit sharply to the left of second. Farr picks it up. He's going to go to first for the out, and he does as Freethy reaches second base. Ryan Farr probably smartly decided I'm not going to pull off and throw across my body back toward second base. Let's just take the out at first, and he did. Here's Hudson Brown. He's grounded to second. He's flying to left, and he's singled in a couple runs back in the fourth. Making his return after a leg injury, I think, while running the bases. And he is back now. And he lines that one to right field. It's down in front of the right fielder. Here comes the runner, Freethy. The throw is going to be offline, and Freethy is held up at third base. So Brown gets his second hit. Freethy stays at third base. The throw came in from Daniels, was to the right of home plate, and it'll bring up Jacob Doyle. Hit number 7 for the Potters. Make that hit number 8. Doyle takes a fastball on the corner for a strike. Jacob has grounded to second and singled twice. Swings and fouls at that one. Inside, running inside on him. I think that might be Brandon Gatson up throwing in the bullpen. So quickly 0-2 on Jacob Doyle. Runners at first and third. No runs in for the Potters here in the sixth as of yet. Doyle takes a high fastball. 1-2. Jacob came in and 346, 3 home runs, 9 runs batted in. Hits that one deep but foul. Jumped all over that one. Hit it out to some fans out there in left field. Have to get up and go get it. It's not right to him. It rolls into the parking lot. Oh, there you go. They're going after it. Good job. Still 1-2 on Jake. Breaking ball swung on and missed. So no runs, 1 hit, 2 left. We go to the top of inning number 7. Potters on top 6-0.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Top of the 7th inning from McBean Stadium here in lovely Lincoln, California. Potters on top 6-0. New pitcher is Jake McCowan, the right-hander out of Folsom Lake College. He is making his second appearance of the season. Make that his third appearance of the season. Valentine was 2 innings. He gave up nothing, struck out 2. Retired all 6 batters he faced. He followed Anthony Martinez, who went the first 4 and gave up just 2 hits. So McCowan making his third appearance. He'll face Ryan Farr, Cooper Winton, and Blake Cowens here in the top of the 7th. Big right-hander, Jake McCowan, out of Sacramento, California, which is relatively close to here, so I can see that. 7th inning, the last inning to buy beer out here. And so that's the last inning of the myriad of beer specials, who I just think are always going on. Just tell me one special that's not happening. That's easier to do. Out here, people are so spoiled. It's like all these specials. So it looks like we've got Ryan Farr, our first hitter. Second baseman has popped to second. He's grounded out to first, so he is 0 for 2 in this one. 1 for 8 in the 3-game series. Lines that one down the right field line, giving chase is Doyle. I don't think he's going to get there. It is a fair ball. Doyle picks it up, guns it to second base. Farr, it's cut off, and Farr slides in with a double. So Farr jumped on that pitch and nailed it down the right field line. Doyle got there very quickly. Jacob turned around and gunned it in to Freethy, who cut it off, and relay is just a little bit too late. So Cooper Winton, who's flied to center and singled. It's only the 3rd hit for the Legacy in this one. And Winton has one of the other 2 out of Cal State Stanislaus. Out in center field. He's got a pair of RBI in the 3-game series between the 2 teams. Swinging and a miss. 0-1 on Cooper Winton. Blake Cowens, the on-deck hitter. In the dirt, nice block by White. Keeps the runner Farr at second base and evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. McCowan in his last outing, which was on the first, 2 innings, 1 hit, he walked 2 and he struck out 2. That is a ball. He started the game on the 26th and went 3 innings, gave up 4 hits and 6 runs and walked 7 in that outing. So working on the control this summer, the big right-hander. 2-1 pitch is in there, call strike 2. Good looking pitch from up here. Farr with a big lead at second base. Oster kind of keeping him close with the left-handed hitter. Winton swings and misses. That one in the dirt. And he is tagged out. So it's a strikeout for McCowan. And that'll bring Blake Cowens up to the plate, who is our designated dueling dogs batter tonight. And he has struck out once back in the 3rd, but he had a sharp grounder to short in the 4th. So he is 0 for 2 and has disappointed Potter fans on one of those 2 occasions a little bit. He's got Farr at second base and 1 out. Fastball misses the corner. 1-0. It's not like Potter fans haven't had enough beer specials out here tonight. You know, you got to take advantage of them. One more wouldn't hurt, Raleigh the engineer. Right down the middle. 1-1, and the dogs begin to yap. Usually it's when it's 1 strike, the dogs are yapping, and then they get more deep-throated as they go to second strike. Yeah, start going. That one sails high. 2-1. Potter scored all 6 of their runs, all 6 runs in the game in the bottom of the 4th inning. The big blow, the Sean White 3-run home run. The umpire calls time because I think he wanted to know where the dogs were. 2-1. Popped up beyond the infield, out of play, I think. Sean White couldn't find it, came back, almost made a diving catch. Potter fans say good effort, but now there's 2 strikes. Maybe we'll get a strikeout. So Riley, the engineer, can you confirm that the umpire called time to tell Willie to stop the barking? That's what it looked like to some up here, but again, those are the interns over there. And I never know. I thought maybe that's what it was. The only way to find out for sure is to put the barking back on and see what happens. That's all I'm saying. Now there's Coyotes popped out of play again, so it stays 2-2. McCowan right up near 90 miles an hour, and the Potters are hoping that'll be enough to get them one last beer special. I mean, how spoiled can you be, fans? Come on. I like that, though. Grounded down the third base line. That is a foul ball. The runner was going Ryan Farr, and that one wasn't foul by much, but it was foul. And we'll come back and do it again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Martinez went the first 4, then Ballantyne. And then McCowan out here. He gave up the double to Farr, got the strikeout of Winton. And now he is 2-2 on Blake Cowens. Stuart Cash to follow. That's in the dirt, 3-2. The Dogs are back, unofficially, in the dirt. Cowens works the walk. So instead of having the beer special, we've got runners at first and second with 1 out, and Stuart Cash, who has tried to bunt every pitch so far in his first 2 appearances. I think we might have a pinch hitter here. So we got to get number 24. I got Greg Pirantoni. So Pirantoni will be the hitter out of Pomona-Pitzer University. Comes up here with 2 on and nobody out, or excuse me, 1 out here in the 7th. So Greg Pirantoni is your pinch hitter. Farr at second base. Cowens at first. There goes Farr. The ball's popped up on the infield. It's an infield fly, so the batter is out. And the ball is caught by Oster for the second out. So 2 outs, and that'll bring up Dom Nahar, who has struck out, singled, and lined out to shortstop in his 3 appearances. Infield single in the 3rd inning and a real hot line drive in the 5th. Dom from Cal State East Bay. Waves at that one. It's 0-1. Farr still out at second base. He doubled to open the inning. Cowens walked 2 batters later. He's over at first. The pop out of Pirantoni, and now here is the fastball outside. Backhanded by Sean White. So Ryan Stevens joined us for a couple innings. Trey Furry dropped by up here today. Always great to have the old Potters come in. Fastball got the outside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes. McCowan looks back. Here's the pitch. Popped up, but that might get out of play. But no, it's the third baseman. And can't make the play. That is Mancy. So we've had a lot of trouble on pop-ups down that third base line. Just never really picked it up, I don't think, did Luke? So we'll come back and do it again with second life for Dom Nahar. 2 for 7 in the series coming in with 2 runs and an RBI. Stays 1-2. That's in the dirt. Another great block by Sean White, keeping the runners at first and second. In there, call strike 3. So Nahar is out on a third call strike. McCowan strikes out 2. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Potters fans take a stretch. You're ahead 6-0.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student-athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Bottom of the 7th inning from McBean. All the scoring back in the bottom of the 4th when the Potters put up 6 runs on 7 hits. They lead at 6-0. Brandon Gatson is the new pitcher out of San Francisco State University. Pitched in one of the earlier games against the Potters. He'll face J.T. Walden, Will Lindbergh, and T.J. Oster. And here is J.T. with a strikeout, a flyout, and a single. That is in there for a strike on the fastball from Gatson. The Potters alumni contingent right behind home plate down the third base line. And they are a boisterous crew, as the Potters usually are. Line drive right back up the middle into center field for a base hit. And the crowd loves it. Second hit of the day for JT. He is 2 for 4, and that'll bring up Will Lindbergh, who's walked, hit into a double play, and struck out. Will out of Gold River, California, and Cal State Northridge. 1 for 3 as a Potter. Short lead by JT at first base. Lindbergh takes a strike. 0-1 from Brandon Gatson. Eisenhower started with the first 3 2/3, then Klosterman came in, cleaned it up, brought it into the 7th inning, handed it over to Gatson. Lindbergh fouls that one off the catcher's glove back to the screen. So it is 0-2 on Will. These two teams back in action tomorrow right here, 6:35. Then on Saturday, again, I believe that's a fireworks night when the West Coast Kings gold team comes in, so that should be a 6:05 first pitch and then a little fireworks afterwards. I believe tomorrow night, if I got my dates right, is the Medieval Knights coming out to do battle, I think. So if you want, I mean, you might want to check on that. I think it is, and if it is, you got to come out and you have to. You just have to see that once. It's like the Eiffel Tower or the Grand Canyon. You just have to see it once. I put it right on a level with those two. Yeah. That's just me. I don't know. I don't know anything else that would be on that level. But, yeah, those two definitely. I guess you could say the Mona Lisa if you want to. But, I mean, Medieval Knights, come on. Are you kidding me? 1-2 from Gatson. Sails outside. Evens it up at 2-2. Wherever you rank them, and still you got to come out and check it out. Like I say, on Saturday it's fireworks night. Then on Sunday we conclude the week with a game against the old rival, the Seals. Will be in a 1:05 first pitch on a Sunday afternoon affair. Should be reasonably moderately temperatured compared to the last couple of days. And that is almost a call strike. And I say that because I think I saw the umpire begin to call it, but then he said, no, it's outside. So the count is full on Will Lindbergh. Walden at first. Let's see if JT is taken off with the bases or with the count full. Swing and a miss, and he was not going to strikeout of Lindbergh. So Gatson gets his first strikeout of the game. He'll face TJ Oster, who has singled twice and struck out looking. TJ with another RBI tonight gives him 2 for the season, which for him is just a game and a half. Singled in the second, singled in a run, and scored in the fourth, and then struck out in the fifth against Klosterman. That one is behind him. It goes all the way back to the screen, and Walden takes over. Looks like Cowens has been replaced by Caden Healy behind the plate. A couple of other defensive changes we'll catch up on for the Legacy. That ball's hit high, and it's hit deep to left field, going back and reaching up, and he has it against the fence. Ball gets back to second base, and Walden goes back, and Oster probably thought he had himself one, but another good play by Nahar. And I'll tell you, these Legacy outfielders, that's about 4 Webb gems they pulled off today to help their pitchers out, and that time probably extra bases against TJ Oster and probably a run for JT Walden. 2 outs, and here's Luke Mancy. It's like Ryan Farr has moved from second to third. John Ringer is in at second. Nick Thompson has taken over at first base. And Kyler Bittner has taken over at shortstop. In the dirt. Mancy is grounded to short. He has walked and he has flied to center. So Luke is 0 for 2. Hit the ball well to center field back in the 5th inning. So Thompson, Ringer, Bittner, and Farr in the infield. Nahar, Winton, and Daniels in the outfield. And Healy behind the plate for the Legacy. That one is a ball as well, 2-0. Gatson up around 85 miles an hour with the fastball. Low to mid 70s with the off-speed stuff in this inning. His first. Fastball, call strike, 2-1 on Luke Mancy. Followed by Sean White in the Potters order. Again, all the scoring in this one back in the bottom of the 4th. 6 runs in for the Potters in that inning. That one is strike 2. 2-2. Two coming up to Luke Mancy. at the University of New Mexico. Line drive to the right of second. That's in the center field for a base hit. That's an RBI single for Mancy. The Potters finally scored another inning, and they lead at 7-0. Walton comes across the plate. 5th RBI of the summer for Luke Mancy. 1 run on 2 hits in the inning for the Potters, and that brings up Sean White. So Cole Dillon is going to pinch hit for White. Sean takes a break. He was 1 for 3, with that one being a 3-run homer. And Dillon will be making his first at bat of the ball game with Mancy down at first base. Potters now atop 7-0. Activity in their bullpen, nothing going on right now for the Legacy. Gadsden taking his time. Dillon takes a strike on 1. Cole out of Rockwall, Texas. Another one of those great hometown names that goes with Olive Branch, Mississippi, and Niceville, Florida, that we're just discovering as the season goes along for the Potters. Playing game number 10 tonight. There goes the runner. Breaking ball's in there for a strike, which got a groan out of everybody in the press box, but Mancy is in at second base, and the scoreboard says it's no balls and 5 strikes, which is probably not exactly right, but it's got the right, it's in the right area. It's kind of like my first pitch. No, actually, that wasn't even in the area. I mean, I can't even try to slip that one by 3 hours later. It just didn't do the job. Probably that's just it. Big chopper out to second base, picked up by Ringer, takes his time, and finally throws to first base for the out. Potters score once in the 7th. We go to the top of the 8th. They are on top, 7-0.
This job is the Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the topside included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Top of the 8th, Potters lead at 7-0. Ken Blankenship now on the mound. He went 2 innings and struck out 2 back on the 31st for the Potters. He will be the 4th Potters pitcher. Martinez started, then Valentine, McCowan, and Blankenship. Jake, 1 inning pitched, 1 hit. He walked 1, he struck out 2. So Daniels, Ringer, and Thompson will be the first 3 hitters against Ken Blankenship out of Sac City College. Okay, Willie's talking about the combat. Is he saying tomorrow night? Willie, that's tomorrow night, right? Yes, okay, yes. You got to hang out for that. That is just absolutely tremendous. And if you haven't seen it, the first time you do see it, you're going to go, no. You're going to look around and no. Am I being punked? No. But that's what it is, especially when they throw down the weapons and go all kung fu on each other. I love it. So Blankenship will face Daniels, Ringer, and Thompson here. Well, Dillon behind the plate as he batted for Sean White. Daniels has been hit by a pitch. He has walked and he's grounded to shortstop, so just one official at bat for Daniels today. Menlo is 0 for 1. That popped out of play. 0-1 on Daniels. No balls, 1 strike on Daniels. That's fouled again, so it's 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch. Slider almost went for it. Held off. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. Leading off the top of the 8th inning here. Line drive left field. That's a base hit. Daniels just waited on that fastball. Rips it out to left. Lindbergh picks it up, returns it in. It's a solid single. 4th hit of the game for the Legacy. And then John Ringer will be the hitter. Ringer came on for defensive purposes in the 7th. He took over at second. Eventually, Nick Thompson moved over from 3rd to 1st. So Thompson's at 1st, Ryan Farr's at 3rd. But Ringer's batting in Florio's spot. Florio was 0 for 2. Throw over to first base, and he is back, he being Daniels. So it is Ringer. First pitch is in there for a strike. Ringer from Norwich University. Getting his first at bat in this one. 0 for 2 in the game on the 31st. Takes the fastball, call strike 2. Oh and 2. In the dirt, Dillon picks it up, guns it down to first base, but runner is back in quite safely and securely. So it's 1 and 2 now on Ringer. Nick Thompson to follow. And then Tyler Wong for the Legacy here in the top of the 8th inning. Potters lead at 7-0. Swing and a miss. Took something off that. Blankenship gets his first strikeout. That is strikeout number 9 for the Potters pitchers. And here is Nick Thompson, who was struck out, popped out, and grounded to 3rd. Batting left-handed against the right-handed pitcher. Switch hitting Thompson was 3 for 7 previously against the Potters, now 3 for 10. Does have a run batted in the series. Blankenship guns it back over to first base. Not in time. Turned out to be a very pleasant evening out here at McBean Stadium. Lots of beer specials and Potters runs. That is outside for a ball. Beer specials unfortunately over now after the 7th inning, so you do what you can. That's not the case on Saturday, fireworks night. The beer sales can go on a little bit later. Two and 0. Not sure what beer specials we have tomorrow, but we do have the Medieval Nights guys, so it doesn't really matter. You'll lose yourself anyway. Enjoying the brutality and kind of bizarre sportsmanship. 2 and 0. Or as the scoreboard says, 4 and 1. So again, friends at McBean.org. You want to go there, you want to help donate. We're trying to get a new scoreboard. This one, numbers just show up. I mean, it doesn't matter who's running it. Numbers just show up on the board. And that is the next step to beautifying this fantastic stadium. Fastball is in there for a strike. Three balls and one strike. Daniels short lead over at first. Swing and a miss, soft speed pitch. So Blankenship back in the count. Now 3-2 on Nick Thompson. Inside, ball 4. Tried the off-speed, the breaking ball. Missed its mark. First and second, one out. And Tyler Wong is your hitter. The designated hitter out of Tufts University. Blankenship right up in the high 80s, touching 90 miles an hour with the fastball, but went with the breaking ball in the 3-2 pitch. Missed it inside. So Thompson down at first. Daniels now at second. First pitch is fouled right back to the screen by Tyler Wong, who has been hit by a pitch, grounded to third and struck out. So Tyler 0 for 2 in this one. 1 for 4 in this series. Oh and 1. Breaking ball's in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike now on Tyler Wong. Ryan Farr is next. There goes a runner. Throw to third by Dillon. The tag is put down, but he is under the tag. Is Daniels, and he is safe at third with a stolen base. Dillon with a beautiful throw, and a good job at third by Mancy to get over there and put the tag on. So I think it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fastball misses. 2-2. Fastball right around 90 miles an hour for Blankenship. Daniels at third. At first is Thompson. Misses with that one. Dillon keeps it close, though, so the runners do not advance. See if Thompson is going from first on the 3-2 pitch. He is. Swing and a miss. Wong is down on strikes. Thompson goes to second uncontested. 2 outs now in the inning. And Ryan Farr will be the hitter. Ryan popped up, grounded out, and then doubled. So he is 1 for 3 at a double back in the 7th inning down the right field line. He is started at second, has since moved over to third base. Fouls that one back to the screen. So 0-1 on Farr. Cooper Winton on deck. Misses inside, gets by us. Runner on third. Daniels very smartly saw that the backstop not too far behind home plate, and the ball bounces back, and so he, discretion being the better part of valor, he stays at third base. It's a ball. It's a 1-1 count now on Ryan Farr. Check swing. That's a breaking ball. Beautiful pitch in there. 1-2. So Blankenship ahead in the count 1-2 to Farr. Daniels at third. Thompson at second. We're in the top of the 8th inning. Potter's on top 7-0. Blankenship has given up 1 hit, a walk, and struck out 2 here in this 8th inning. Outside, went with the breaking ball again. Hasn't been able to close him out with the breaking pitch. A slider or curve ball, so it's 2-2 now. Riley, the engineer, doing yeoman's duty trying to repair a camera that's down has been altered, I think, by a foul ball knocking the net over. Breaking ball, call strike 3 on the inside corner. Blankenship strikes out 3 in the inning. Go to the bottom of the 8th. Potters lead this one 7-0, and that is 11 strikeouts now for the Potters in this one, as they're coming back from yesterday's game when Perez, Moore, Bell, Morrell, and Brook went 9 innings, gave up 1 hit, and struck out, 8, 10, 12, 14 batters. And so a great performance yesterday from the Potters pitchers, and they seem to be backing it up with another great performance today as Blankenship comes in with a strikeout with 2 on, and we go to the bottom of the 8th. Potters on top, 7-0.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of 5 Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
5 Star treats us like we're number one. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're 5 Star Bank. How can we help you?
Well, I walk into the room, passing out $100 bills, and it kills and it thrills like the horns on my Silverado grill. And I buy the bar double.
Bottom of inning number 8, Potters on top 7-0. Brandon Gadsden on for another inning. He is the 3rd pitcher. Eisenhower went 3 2/3. Klosserman went 3 1/3. Brandon came on, gave up 1 run on 2 hits in the 7th. He'll face the top of the order in the 8th, J.R. Freedy, Cole Eaton, and Hudson Brown. Potters with 6 runs in the 4th inning, and they scored a single run in the 7th inning. Another good day of pitching from the Potters. 5 pitchers yesterday, so far 4 today. And we'll see if Blankenship is allowed to finish or if we bring in another pitcher to finish this one off for the Potters. But right now it is J.R. Freedy. A couple hits and a walk and a fly out for J.R. today. He has scored another run. Takes that fastball. Looked pretty good, but it's called the ball. One ball, no strikes. Gadsden out of San Francisco State University against University of Nevada's J.R. Freedy. Watches that one sail high and outside. So it's 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Ball 3. Not much for JR to offer at so far, so it's 3 balls and no strikes. Gadsden looking in to get a sign. It's Caden Healy behind the plate for the Legacy. JR takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on 4 times again in this one. A couple of walks, a couple of hits for J.R. Freethy, and here's Cole Eaton. He's flied to right, flied to left, doubled, and grounded to second. He scored a run back in the 4th inning. So here's Cole, came in at .360 with 6 runs batted in. At the University of Tennessee. Gadsden's going to throw over to first to try to keep J.R. Freethy close. Hudson Brown on deck. Swing and a miss by Eaton. Off-speed pitch from Gadsden. Two teams wrap up their 4-game preseason series Tomorrow at 6:35, it's Medieval Knights night. That's all that needs to be said. 6:35 first pitch, get here. Get here at 5:30 because that's when the gates open. Toward the second base is going to be just a little too late. Sliding in is Freethy. 5:30 to first pitch is happy hour. So come and avail yourself of that. You'll be in a perfect mood to greet the Medieval Knights when they take to the field. Sharply hit but foul down the third base line. Down into the bullpen area. Nobody up in that one. The Potters do have somebody up in their bullpen. Kind of standing around now. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw a fifth pitcher yet again for Tyler Robertson and his team, as they try to improve to 9-1 on the season. One and two now. Swinging and in the catcher's glove and hops up and tags out Eaton for the strikeout. One out here in the 8th inning. Second strikeout for Gatson, and that will bring up Hudson Brown. Couple singles, couple of runs batted in for Hudson in this one. He is 2 for 4. Bobby Remedi loosening it up in the Potter's pen. We'll see if he gets into the game. I would think if he's up loosening, he probably will. But then again, I'm no pitching coach, as is demonstrated by my pitching today in my first pitch. Oh, my gosh. First pitch is high and outside for a ball. I'd almost forgotten it, and then that brings it back up again. I knew I was in trouble again. When Stones and I were warming up, we were about 30 feet away from each other. Everything was okay. You know, last time I played was when I threw the first pitch out last year. Off the mound, rather, the engineer, not up on top of the mound last year. So we're loosening up, you know. Here goes the runner. And it is I thought it was a strike, but it's a ball into third is Freethy. And at 30 feet, I was doing okay, kind of getting where I was going. And then Stones moved back about 15, maybe 20 more feet, which got me about 2/3 of the way to the pitcher's mound. And it was a shot put. It was not going good. And so then my confidence shattered as I went out to the mound. 2-0 coming up to Hudson. Takes that one right down the middle. 2-1. So you don't want to have your insecurities shown when you go out there on top. You're on the mound. And so I saw the Stone man there. He's kind of peering at me expectantly, So I reared back and tried to, some say I tried to overthrow. It's probably true. In the dirt, 3-1. Kind of just tried to let it go because I didn't know if I was going to reach it, and I didn't. But the problem, not that I didn't reach it, was that I came through too far, and just like a golf swing, when you come through too far, you pull it, and it goes way over outside, and that was not. My accuracy should have still been there, even if the feed velocity was not there. So I'll go back into the labs and see what I can come up with. Outside, ball 4. First and third now. One out here in the inning, and Jacob Doyle coming to the plate, as Healy will go out and talk to his pitcher, Brandon Gatson. Jacob has grounded to second. He has singled, then he singled again, and then he struck out. So he's 2 for 4. 11 for 28 on the season. Came in at 346. JT Walden on deck. Jacob with 3 home runs, 9 runs batted in. He's got a runner at third, and that's J.R. Freethy. Hudson Brown is on base for the 3rd straight time. Outside and gets away. Here comes a runner from third, Freethy. Nobody covering, so he will score on the wild pitch. Going to second is Hudson Brown. It's now 8-0 for the Potters. Still just one out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Gadsden, the third legacy pitcher tonight. Doyle swings and misses at a good fastball. He's brought the good fastball out a couple of times, just not often enough as he's allowed a run, a couple of walks, and a wild pitch. 1-1 on Jacob. Chop foul down the third base line over by the dugout, scattering the legacy over there. Mike Levine will pick it up, the third base coach for the Potters. So the count goes to 1-2 strikes on Jacob Doyle. Coming to us from Sparks, Nevada. And like J.R. Freethy out of Nevada Reno. Gadsden taking his time to get a sign from Healy. Outside, good block by Healy. Keeping Brown at second base, now even in the count at 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. Line drive right back up the middle into center field. That's a base hit. Let's see if they're going to send. No, they're going to leave Hudson Brown. Remember, he missed a couple of games with a leg injury, so he's going to just motor into third base and stay there. Jacob Doyle with his third hit of the game. That puts runners at first and third, and now J.T. Walden coming up to the plate. Going to have a meeting at the mound with the legacy. We're going to call a timeout here as well. We're going to step away. We're in the bottom of the eighth. Potters leading this one 8-0.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in our store, our conference facilities, an amazing team help us keep together an amazing organization. And we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
Back to the action out here at McBean Stadium. First and third for the Potters. Here's J.T. Walden against Gadsden. That sails outside for a ball. J.T. struck out in the second, singled the fourth, flied to right, and then singled in the seventh. So he is 2 for 4. Has scored a run. And is on the outside corner for a strike. One ball, one strike. Line drive foul into the dugout over by Sierra College, where they're all hanging out and enjoying the game. Sierra College tonight. The lights are kind of dark down there. I don't know, they might have turned the lights down low. Trying to do slow dancing and all that stuff. You know how the parties go. Crazy stuff going on down the right field line here at McBean Stadium. 1-2 on JT. Gadsden taking his time getting his sign from Healy. Doyle leads at first. Brown kind of close to third base down there. There goes Doyle. It's outside. He will go into second base standing up. So 2 RBI out there for Walden, who has 14. He is, I believe, second on the team. Jake Tandy, not in the lineup, has 21. 2-2 pitch to J.T. Walden. Outfield deep and around to the right. Swings and misses at a ball outside. And Gadsden has his second strikeout of the inning. So Potters have scored once. They've got second and third, but now 2 outs. And here's Will Lindberg. Will has walked, hit into a double play, and struck out twice, and so he's 0 for 3. Had a single in his only appearance yesterday, actually Tuesday. He's got a couple runs potentially out there waiting to come in Brown and in Doyle. Lindbergh takes down low. 1-0. TJ Oster on deck. He's got a couple of hits in this one on an RBI. That one is in there for a call strike. 1-1 on Will out of Gold River, California, and the California State University down at Northridge. No activity in the pens for either team. Lined in left field, out of play down in the grassy knoll area. Lands softly, kind of like a wedge. Just, stays there right there. Probably about a 17-foot putt for birdie, which I would miss by at least 5 feet. 1 ball and 2 strikes. See the bad first pitch now, Riley. Now I'm doubting myself in every sport because I got that bad first pitch. Let's say mediocre. Let's don't say bad, okay? Let's take it easy on the poor guy, will you? In the dirt, going to get away. Here comes Brown. He's going to make it as he's trying to run, but he's trying to run slowly, but he still makes it on the wild pitch. Second run across for the Potters. It's 9-0 and 3-2 on Lindbergh. So Hudson was looking, he goes, I got to go because I can make it, but I don't want to run too hard because I had a leg injury. So he eased his way. That is high. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Lindbergh. Now just Doyle down to third base. Freethy and Brown coming across the plate on wild pitches here in the 8th inning. Potters have scored twice. That just misses outside, so Lindbergh gets the base on ball. He's at first base with 2 outs, and TJ Oster will get another chance. TJ singled in the 2nd, singled in the 4th, struck out in the 5th, and then fly to left on a great play by Nahara out in left field right at the fence. That was back in the 7th inning. So here's TJ out of Phoenix, Arizona in the United States Air Force Academy. Runner's going, it's outside. Head first by Lindbergh. He is safe at second base. So TJ's got 2 runners out there possibly. Takes in there for a strike on the high side. 1 ball, 1 strike. Right at the top of the zone there, according to my intricate technology that I have here at my disposal. In the dirt, rolls off, and here comes Doyle. He will score. So 3 runs on wild pitches for the Potters here, with benefit of only a single hit. That's Doyle's base hit. So 10-0 for the Potters. And 2-1 on TJ. Luke Mancy to follow TJ. Popped it up right back over us. But it will not be playable by us or by anybody else. So it'll be 2-2 now. Gatson gets the sign from Healy. Comes 2-2. Popped up right side. Foul territory, giving chases. Daniels in right field. I don't think he's going to get there. Made a couple of nice catches, but couldn't get to that one. And we'll do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Will Lindbergh has to go back to third. And we'll do it all again at 2 and 2. Gatson coming set, 2-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled at the plate, so he stays alive, 2 and 2. Tomorrow, 6:35, these two teams. Then on Saturday, it's the West Coast Kings Gold Squad coming in at 6:05, a fireworks night. Sunday, 1:05, LincolnPotters.com for tickets and for information to make sure that the Medieval Knights are coming out tomorrow night in the dirt, 3 and 2. Because I don't think I'm overselling that rally. I think that is as good as I mean, you've seen the Knights, right? Yes, okay. Now, was there any truth or rumor you wanted to suit up tomorrow? And go out there and kind of mix it up? All right, I heard that from somebody. I don't know who it was. Call strike 3 on the inside corner. 3 runs for the Potters. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Potters 10, Legacy nothing.
Situated on the corner of Lincoln Boulevard and 5th Street, this iconic building has been the home to several hotels over the decades, the most famous and longest running of which was the Lincoln Inn. Having undergone several renovations and architectural changes, this building is the current home of Old Town Pizza, which boasts not 1 but 2 floors for your dining enjoyment, including open-air seating on the roof. Stop in for a slice today. Or stop by the Lincoln Museum to see the 300-pound cash register that used to adorn the front desk of the Lincoln Inn. For more great history, visit the Lincoln Area Archives Museum and, by appointment only, take their free walking tour of historic downtown Lincoln.
Being a laborer means everything. It was what took care of me when I was growing up. It's what takes care of me now. Because of President Biden and the money he's put into infrastructure, the need for our workforce to expand is out of this world. When our members are able to go to work on these big projects that are funded by Biden's economic investments, it means continued growth in their wages, in their pensions, in their health benefits. It means they're going to be able to take care of their families.
Top of the 9th inning, Cooper Winton will start us off. Then Healy, and your guess is as good as mine for the last batter. I believe it'll be Bittner in the number 9 spot, so I think Kyler Bittner will take over there. He took over at shortstop in the 7th. Here's Winton. Bobby Remedi, our new pitcher, the right-hander, coming to us from West Sacramento, California, and Benedictine University at Mesa. I love it already. I call it BUM, Benedictine University at Mesa. There's a fastball right down the middle. Bobby evens the count up at 1 ball and 1 strike. The famous Mrs. Stones McCoy is in the press box right now, so if I'm acting a little bit nervous, that's probably why. She makes the decisions at all the board meetings, I know that. In there for strike 2, but she did make a request to me that I cannot abide by, and I cannot take it easy on Raleigh the engineer. That's just not in the code. That's the one thing I've written into my contract, that I can make fun of the engineer whenever I want to. Of course, I'd never do it if it was anybody else. Line to right field. Doyle on the run. He won't get there. Winton around first. He'll head for second. Jacob gets it up quickly and gets it in, but it's a stand-up double for Cooper Winton starting off here in the top of the 9th inning. Just the 5th hit for the Legacy in this one. It's Cooper's second. He is 2 for 4. And here's Caden Healy. Healy came on to catch for Cowens back in the 7th inning. This is his first appearance at the plate. And the umpire's got to write it all down. So Remedy on the hill. Checking Winton at second base. Fastball's outside. It's 28. Number 28 there is not on the roster. We think 29 was Caden Healy, so we're going to go with that for now. But I got the interns working on it. There's 7 of them over there, and they're doing the work of 3, so that's good. Nice breaking ball in there for a strike. 1-1 on our mystery man. Another breaking ball swung on and missed. Remedy ahead in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes here. Potters on top 10-0. Winton with the double to open up the top of the 9th. Remedy the 5th pitcher for the Potters. Martinez, Valentine, McCowan, Blankenship, and now Bobby. Just misses the outside corner. 2-2. Blankenship with 3 strikeouts in his inning, gave up 1 hit. Also walked 1, but no runs allowed. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Remedy gets his first strikeout. Number 12 for the Potters pitchers. And that should bring up Kyler Bittner. So Bittner is the hitter. Runner's going. The pitch is a strike. The throw to third is going to be too late. So Cash hit the first 2 times in the number 9 spot. He was 0 for 2. Then Paramonte came on, popped out to shortstop, and now Bittner is the 3rd batter in that spot. 0-1. Fly ball right field. Doyle is on the move. He should get there. Runner is tagging. Doyle's going to let it fly. It's a little offline, and sliding in is Minton for the first. Winton slides in for the first run. Sacrifice fly for Bittner. Ten to 1, 2 outs here, and that'll bring up Dom Nahar, the top of the order. So Nahar will step in. He struck out. He singled. He's lined out. He struck out again. So he's 1 for 4. 3 for 11 in the series. 1 run in for the Legacy. And he checks swing. It's in there for a strike. Take a short break after this half inning, and then we'll come back with our Potters post-game wrap-up. Recap this one. Get you ready for tomorrow. Another good-looking pitch by Remedy in there for a strike, 0-2. This is when we need the last strike guy. I don't know whatever happened to that guy. He was a little unstable, so I'm not surprised he's not here anymore. Breaking ball's chopped out, cut at shortstop. It's going to be a tough play at shortstop, and first is not in time. So it's an infield single for Nahar. Oster with a nice play. I thought maybe Mancy could cut it off, but Luke couldn't get there. So it's an infield single, 2nd hit of the inning, 6th hit of the game. So here's Donnell Daniels, who has been hit by a pitch, walked, singled, and grounded to short. So he is 1 for 2. Not holding the runner on at first base as the pitch is big chopper down the third base line, foul. 0-1 on Daniels, with John Ringer to follow. If Daniels can keep the inning going, Potter fans would rather put it to bed. And let's come back and do it again tomorrow night with a 9-1 record on the season. Runner takes off. He is in at second base. The ball was too high to Daniels. 1 ball and 1 strike. Once again, I want to thank Ryan Stevens for spending a couple innings with us. There goes the runner again. The throw to third base is on a hop, and in safely is Nahar. 2 balls and 1 strike on the batter, Daniels. Couple of cowbells remaining amongst the faithful. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Good looking breaking ball by Remedi. It's about 71 to 73. It's about 84 on the fastball, 83, 84. So Potters again needed the last strike guy to come out here. But he was last seen wandering in West Roseville, so no one knows where he is. Line drive, third base, base hit down the line. Good dive by Mancy, but Daniels is going to round first. He's going to get to second. He'll have an RBI double, and it's now 10-2 in favor of the Potters. Second hit for Daniels. Third hit of the inning. They've got 7, and that will bring John Ringer to the plate. He came on for Florio back in the 7th and is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Florio was 0 for 2 while he was in here. Fouls that one out of play down the right field line, so it's quickly 0-1 on Ringer. Oh and 1. Lifts that one down about the same place. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes on Ringer. Last strike guy, where are you? You just need a guy who can come in and close it out. Cowbells are doing their job. Check swing, he went around, strike 3. That's the ball game. 2 runs for Legacy in the top of the 9th. Our final score, Potters 10, Legacy 2. We're back with our post-game wrap-up right after this on the Stones Radio Networks.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street. Only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Welcome back to McBean Stadium. Potters with the 10-2 win in this one. Your post-game show brought to you by Friends of McBean. You can go ahead and go to the QR code that Riley's flashing up there. You can donate and get a new scoreboard. We need a new scoreboard. And to answer everybody's question, our Potters player of the game, well, it's a cumulative award in this one. It's going to be Anthony Martinez. It's brought to you by Old Town Pizza. Martinez, with his 3rd start of the season, or his 3rd appearance of the season, he has now gone 10 innings with no earned runs, and he has struck out. Let's take a look at how many he struck out. 12. So Anthony Martinez getting his 2nd win of the season and going 4 innings again. is our Potters Player of the Game, brought to you by Old Town Pizza. Potters with the big inning, 6 runs in the 4th inning. Sean White, the debut, almost Player of the Game, but he made his debut. You kind of, let a guy play a couple of games first, but White came out with a big 3-run home run, the key that 6-run inning, and the Potters eventually closed this one out 10-2. Tomorrow night we do it again, 6:35, the first pitch. Again, the Medieval Knights will be here. That's all we need to tell you. The Medieval Knights are here tomorrow, 6:35. LincolnPotters.com for tickets and for information. Once again, our final score tonight, Potters win it 10-2 for Mark the Phantom Lowe, for Riley the Engineer, for Riley's mom, and for Willie Preston. We say thanks for watching. We'll talk to you next time.